Okay. Yeah.
I can go on Sonic whenever ready.
I guess we are starting with Sonic. We might want to give just like a
Mm.
minute or two for people to get in here.
No, you want a small talk before then?
Yeah, I mean, no sense in starting while my stream tab still says 0 viewers. You know.
Well, it's for the
It
record.
is for the record. You're right.
I honestly am more interested in this as like a document than a stream.
Than a podcast, yeah.
Yeah, we might
I
as
can
well
see
make the
that.
most of it as a stream.
That is true.
You're really interested in your viewer count, huh, Jama?
I like my viewer count.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get there. Just let me. I'll advertise for you. Just give me a sec.
Well, if you don't know how to put the document together on like a YouTube video, I have software that can do that.
Ooh.
Can we set sorry, my words aren't working yet. See, this is why I can't start talking immediately. I just have to figure out how to send it over to.
Well, you don't have the video?
No, I do have the video, but it's like very large files. I don't know. I think we can send it over on Google Drives.
How large are we talking? Like was it like 2 hours of HD?
Well, you can split it up, right?
Yeah, and I have been splitting it up.
And you can split it up into like 15-minute segments or whatever and send those, and then I can just, Frankenstein them together, and then put it on YouTube or whatever, and link all the characters.
I've worked on at least the first stream. I have it broken up.
That actually sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, I have it. The first stream I already have like broken up into just the Smash 64 characters, and then the rest. The Smash 64 characters plus Lucas.
Plus Lucas. Didn't we do one more? Didn't we do like Palu and Minion?
We did that on the second stream. We also did we did a couple Melee characters that day too.
Yeah, Brawl has a lot of characters. I don't remember Brawl having so many.
Many good ones.
I guess a lot of them didn't come back in Smash 4 was why.
Yeah,
they probably
like you forgot about them probably.
Yeah, like
for a while.
Well, Pokemon Trainer,
like Wolf, Toon Link.
Toon Link was
most
in
of the Pokemon
Smash
trainers.
4.
Yeah. Oh, was he?
It's Young Link that wasn't.
True.
How did Little Mac make it back? What a mistake.
The return of the Mac, dude. Haven't you heard the song?
He's pretty clearly like the worst designed Smash character.
Think so? Yeah, I can see it.
I think so.
Like, I'm not saying no comment on people who play him, but he's the worst Smash character in terms of design. He's like the least fun, leads to the most degenerate gameplay, both like for and against. The KO punches like fun. Like the Mac wins if they land a lot of KO punches, and they lose if they don't land a lot of them. Like,
yeah, he had some funny things. I think in Smash 4 he had like a nair into footstool loop into up B.
Oh yeah, on DK
specifically. That was hilarious. I've seen them do it on like Corrin too.
in my region in Smash 4, and that was like pretty unpleasant. He won like the Mac round robin.
Oh.
So
wow.
He beat all the other little Macs by not approaching under any circumstances.
That's what I did in a crew battle. That's pretty much.
Yeah. Well,
didn't jump into their moves.
He would have never ever come at you though. He'd just wait. Yeah. He wouldn't have. Yeah, he would have stayed.
Yeah. We actually had a PR the Little Mac in Smash 4 in Norway too. Yeah. I think it was one of the only ones who beat like the top seeds. Yeah, it was kind of incredible that he made character viable. Not saying like it was like a super prestigious scene, but like the top players were very consistent. They normally didn't lose to anyone else.
Hey y'all in chat, since we've got a couple people here, I suppose it's as good a time as any to start. Rex, do you want to go ahead and get us started on Sonic?
Yeah. Okay. So I think a lot of people have a lot of trouble with Sonic, and I think Sonic is a good character, but I think a lot of it's matchup unfamiliarity, and particularly with Spin Dash. Both forms, they're a little different, but you play around them mostly the same, and homing attack. So Spin Dash, you generally don't want to treat it. You don't want to like take it on shield. I think is a mistake a lot of people make, because he can either like go through, like not hit your shield, come down and try and catch, like air dodge out or whatever, and then like try to fight you. He can homing attack you. He can like do an aerial on it. It like, particularly the side B on multi hits, and it can poke your shield pretty easily. So generally, once you see it come, you want to hop it. Now the problem is he charges homing attack. You whiff in front of him, and then he hits you and gets this like combo. So you definitely don't want to be missing aerials in front of Sonic, and he dashes. So a lot of the gameplay is him dashing back, trying to get you to like homing attack into him, which you want to play around. But a lot of people don't really think about the weaknesses of homing attack because they don't pay a lot of attention to what their opponent's doing. So homing attack, or not homing attack, spin dash, sorry. It has to charge. It's really slow and bad if they don't charge it for like 30 frames or whatever. They can't cancel it into shield. And so they have to like jump and air dodge. It takes forever for them to get out of it. It's bad. And it can lose the hitboxes and can't hit above very easily. So like Link, who comes down on with Nair, will just beat everything. The only way they can like possibly beat it is timing the side B invulnerability at just the right moment, but that's really, really hard. And if you're like even a little like tricky or coming down on them unexpected, they'll miss it. So coming on top of them with Nair beats it. Catching them and they're like charging startup with boomerang, bomb, or arrow also like forces them to like cut it out. So keeping them pressured from just like running back and forth and spin dashing you is really important. Sorry. And that's how you play around it basically. Like it's a good move, but there's a lot of counterplay. He can't really fight into Nair. Like if you're not approaching him at all, he can't force you to fight him. Like he has to come at you and then get you to try to chase him basically. Like a spin dash from across stage, kind of like projectiles from across stage, they're no threat whatsoever basically. Like a Sonic charging spin dash when you're on the other side of PS2, that does nothing to you. You don't have to, like, you're not obligated to go try and fight it. Like you can toss a bomb or whatever. So I think people get really mixed up with that, where they like feel like they have to chase Sonic all the time. And generally, you just like toss. He's running away from you. You like toss a boomerang, see if you can position yourself on top of him. And if it looks like it's not working out, and you're like gonna have to land in front of him, just don't do it. Just don't chase him, and like set a bomb or boomerang in such a way that he has to. If he stays, it'll pressure him. Or if he chases you, then you can try again. Like if he comes out to try and get you to come back in, you can be kind of measured in that. So a lot of people have a lot of trouble with homing attack too. And it's kind of important to think of homing attack kind of like Zelda's neutral B, where you just have to like... where it like kind of beats you pressing buttons. Like you pressing a button that's not going to hit him right away, it'll lose the homing attack. You move around it a little differently. So generally, you either are hitting him with a move that will stop homing attack too. Like the move you're throwing out, if he happens to homing attack, will stop it. So like Nair coming down on him can do that. Fair can do that if he tries to do it out of like disadvantage. But really the way to beat it is by dashing back. Like if he's in a situation where he is like... So usually they like to do it when they're like, oh crap, I have a sketchy landing. Right? So, like, I'm going to homing attack, and then if they try to catch my landing, they get hit. You just pull back. They hit the ground, and it's so much lag. It's a ridiculous amount of lag when they hit a surface.
Yeah, it's a free ad smash.
Even if they, like, hit your shield in a weird way and hit the ground, they're in a ton of lag. Like, you can run up forward smash. You don't even have to run up ground. You don't even have to spin attack. Like, you can get your hardest punish. So, like, it's really bad to miss. you don't really want it on your shield. Like they can wait, and then sometimes if it hits your shield, you can punish with short hop nair. But it really depends on how they hit it. Right.
Yeah.
Like you know how much they can pull back and what part of your shield they hit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like they can air dodge out or they can attack out.
Yeah, there are also circumstances where you can't really dash back, like they're kind of above you. I feel like a big mistake in a matchup is to try to catch the landing with boomerang. It's kind of like an anti-boomerang tool.
Oh, you're pressing. Yeah, you're pressing bad button. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a combination of Zelda's neutral B and up B. It's like she can like suddenly burst into your range if you try to overextend. Sure. If you do like a autopilot boomerang, you will easily get caught.
Yeah, like there are definitely situations where you can't dash back, but if you can get under a platform, it misses. Like
yeah,
and it's not as fast startup as people think. Like it doesn't come out immediately. It's not as fast as like an A button.
Yeah, that's. I'll play like a Sonic offline actually a bit recently. Like he used to be like a Sonic main in Smash 4, and then he started playing a bit again. And I could spot dodge the homing attack like, or not like super consistently, but like surprisingly often. I don't know how reactable it is. It says frame 17, and it has some travel time as well.
It has to be during the travel time. Like the thing is they can charge it. So you trying to homing attack, it's. I've had poor results trying to spot dodge it, and I've tried to spot dodge it on reaction.
Yeah, sometimes I roll away, so I get out of range, so it kind of does the same thing as a dash, and it's so laggy. So even if you roll away, it might work anyway.
It really depends. Like it's basically context dependent on your on the stage.
Yeah,
and how high
it becomes a read.
So you have
to
use your judgment. But it also gets way stronger the more he charges it, so you don't necessarily want to tank it.
Yeah, that's where I saw Leo versus Sonic's. Like, when Sonic is kind of hovering above you with a homing attack, you don't want to shield it, it can poke. It can actually break shield, and it's not fun to shield it.
If you let it go all the way down. If he's directly above you and charging it, you can jump up under him. It should beat you.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to nair if he's above you. It'll hit your head.
Oh, just a quick button so he can't react to your jump and catch you. Like if he's directly above you, you can up air for sure. But Leo was just spotting him away every time he tried to read a spot dodge or hold pressure shield harder or something.
But yeah, so dashing back, I don't see very many people do that, and it's really the way you beat it. And it does, even if he gets it 2 times for every 1 time you get it, it deals 7%. He doesn't get that much advantage off of it. If it's the uncharged one, if you're getting it a third of, if a third of the time you baited him, he's your forward smash deals you could charge it a lot of the time, deals 30% and can kill at 80. His homing attack deals 7%.
Yeah, it's very light too. That's true.
So basically, once you learn to play around these 2 moves to some extent, he has to start whiff punishing you with normals, and he's pretty bad on Link's shield. Unless he's doing a really low aerial or really aerial with a lot of drift, you can up B basically everything. Definitely everything on the ground. Yeah. He doesn't. His moves don't string super well. He doesn't get a lot off his combos. He can get some falling there, up air type stuff, but it's not super long. Spin dash is mostly how he combos you. So the main way he kills you.
Forward air things.
So the main way he kills you is, edge guarding you or whiff punishing you with forward smash. His edge guarding, he can go deep, and he's got really good airspeed. So he kind of is unexpectedly close to you a lot of the time, or he can spring up into you. But he is but it's not super hard to evade. Nair generally beats forward air. Back air you have to play around, but it's a little slow. Just try not to be at the spring height or in his sort of trajectory collision course, because you can kind of see him coming a lot of the time. And you make a judgment call whether you want to bomb or cover or a B or whatever. going like into him with up B a lot of the time gets it. It's hard for him to like beat it out.
His forwarder is actually
Like-
pretty good at like hitting your head if he spaces it right. But of course, there's
Well,
counterplay.
he has to fall, like he has to be fast falling on top of you, not going forwards to do that. Like he has to be like out there above you and then fast fall dropping you to get you forward air, which is like definitely conceivable, but kind of means he like was setting up for that. Like you should.
Yeah, it's not free by
any
any means, and bomb recovery is pretty good, I feel, against him.
He
has
can
to back
sometimes
you.
get out there and catch you.
Mm.
Well, he can if he can get out there, he can catch you. He goes really far off stage.
Yeah, like I'm thinking more about if you get back thrown, you can just instantly bomb recover. You're facing the other way. It's like a Pikachu back throw, so you don't need to drift in to
yeah, that's
face
true.
the right way. You can save your jump, which is kind of neat.
I also
Well, it
feel
depends
like
how far. It depends how far out you are. If it's like mid percent's kind of the most dangerous for a lot of stuff that he can bomb recover through. Like at 60% or whatever, he might be able to catch you then.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I feel he has some trouble, like, as long as you're ready to tech the spring, he has some trouble covering if you, like, hug the stage, too. Now, with ledge flip forward air, TM,
yeah, Nair and
he gets,
reverse
like-
up B is really good.
He gets a lot of invulnerability on spring. I've had him go straight through Nair a bunch of times. Like I've tried to like drop down Nair reverse ASA him. I don't think it's as good against Sonic as it is against even Mega Man.
I don't know.
I usually
Like,
try to...
I think both of them have like respectable intangibility, but it's you have to make a call if they're low enough to where it's worth it. And he can air dodge very early. So I don't
in
know.
my experience, it let me look at this real quick. In my experience, he has a big enough jump and enough airspeed, and the spring goes high enough and keeps his air dodge that he can maneuver around you pretty well. Like a lot of situations, like I go off and he can just wait longer than me.
Yeah, like he has a lot of mix-ups.
And he's pretty bad at getting off ledge. Like I think he's pretty bad there. Like he relies a lot on like homing attack to try and like break out. Like fighting you with normals isn't good. Like yours are bigger. Grounded spin attack punishes everything he has. He's not as good at a shield. Like he can't whiff punish you at all. Like I think ledge trapping him's very good. He gets a lot of advantage.
Okay, interesting.
Like if you think you can get his spring, I have played this matchup a lot and have had pretty poor success trying to do it. But of course, it depends on like how many resources he has.
Yeah. Can he like drop down and up B to get through? I feel like I've seen that happen.
He can.
Hmm.
Like
It's hard
the
to catch
first
him
half
landing.
is, like, intangible.
It's yeah.
Hmm?
Sometimes you
Catch
just
him
have to
landing.
let him move the way he wants. I feel. Just take your time.
When? Oh, in neutral? Well, yeah, like a lot of the time, I think people like feel stuff is threatening when it's not. A lot of the time, like they think getting hit by like a basic homing attack is the end of the world, and it's not most of the time. And then they feel that him charging spin dash when you're not near him is really bad, but it's also not.
Yeah, I think it's really important to not crumble or overextend there. Just don't get
he's
hit.
Definitely like I think he like playing against him is in some ways similar to like playing against like Samus or something, someone with a charge B, and that like overextending into them is the easiest way to lose.
It's
But
very
it's important
tempting
to
to
just
like do it though. So I get it why people like they try to catch the spin dash with normals outside of Nair. It doesn't really work out.
Yeah, you don't try to catch him if he's not in the corner, basically. Like you don't chase after, you don't want to dash after him when he's like not, when he doesn't have like frame disadvantage and he's like, and he has room to run away to. Like that's how you get hit. He like all of a sudden comes back in with either a special or a normal and beats you out. I think it might be winning. I could definitely see an argument for even. I think Link does perfectly fine in this matchup.
I think so too. Like at top level, like I've pretty much only seen T and Ken go at it. It's been pretty back and forth, I think. Maybe Ken had a number on the team.
Ken is pretty good. Like, I don't think that him beating T sometimes necessarily means the matchup is bad. Ken, I think, might be better than T.
But that is just a mention of like that's the only like top level representation I've seen of the matchup. But I don't know. It's a strange matchup. I Ken pretty much just neutral camps, at least in a matchup. He just goes back and forth until it works out. Gets like a with punish.
He doesn't want to be proactive. But Sonic never wants to be proactive in a matchup. Like,
yeah, it makes perfect sense.
His buttons just aren't good enough. Yeah,
I completely agree.
But there are like tons of characters who don't want to. Like Zero Suit Samus doesn't really want to like. She'll poke at you a little bit, but she doesn't want to make the first like committal move.
Mm-hmm.
And Link sometimes is obligated to, but he also has better committal buttons than Sonic or ZSS does. Like Link doesn't have as good tools to wish punish, and he can commit better. Like it's harder to punish his committal moves than it is to punish Sonic's committal moves. Like if Sonic's landing into you with an aerial, like you can see it coming. Bad on shield, bad on whiff. Like doesn't have that big of a hitbox. Like it's just not a good move to like commit with if you're not positive. You don't want to gamble with Sonic as much.
Yeah. I feel the same way.
Okay. Well, I think it's winning. That's where I think I put in my matchup.
Yeah. I'm leading winning. Can't see even as well. But what do you think, Jama?
I lean even, but I also don't have that much experience, so I'm fine putting it in winning.
It's definitely like kind of the Bowser mode where Sonic can definitely win.
Yeah, like if Bowser is there, I could definitely see Sonic being there.
I think he's Bowser.
That's fair.
Yeah, we might want to put some distinction in these tiers for a while.
Should we like talk briefly about the stages? Like since it's a very peculiar matchup.
It's kind of interesting. I definitely had pretty good success on all the stages. I'm trying to think the stages it's been a long time. I'm trying to think of the stages that get banned against me.
I mean,
I think Smashville gets banned.
I like avoiding FD just so we have an option for more mobility around Spin Dash, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think platforms are often good. Both because they can hamper homing attack a little bit, especially when he's landing. In neutral, if he's doing it at neutral for whatever reason, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad, depending on what you're doing. He can usually go under the platforms just fine. But it also definitely makes... Because if he's charging Spin Dash in neutral, right, if there are no platforms, he can charge it, and if you jump to try and like get out of the way and he keeps charging it, you're eventually going to have to land, which is kind of awkward. Like, he can whiff punish an aerial from super far away because he goes so fast. So platforms can definitely simplify. I've definitely been in those situations where I like have jumped and he like hadn't released it yet. It was like an anticipatory jump. And then I'm like, oh crap, I have to land now. So yeah, I'd probably recommend platforms. I think Smashville is probably really good. It's a short stage and he can edge guard, but it also is really awkward for him to run away from you there. It's not a good stage to like try to keep away from Link on.
Yeah, I would like that stage too. I can see that.
Well, but I can see like stuff like Lilat being good too.
Really? Okay.
What's the issue with Lilat?
Yeah. No, it's just talking about ledge trapping being important. I don't know how important it would be if we played on Lilat. But I think it's much personal preference how comfortable you are.
That's probably true. Lilat isn't legal in my region, so I can't speak for certain. I haven't ever played it in bracket. But it's been a fine stage in my experience against. I don't know. I wish it were legal in my region.
There are some links who like Lilat, but I don't know.
I don't think it's like an awesome link stage, but I think it's a good stage too.
I think it's a good counterpick stage.
Especially
since many people are not comfortable there.
We don't need to get into talk about the.
Yeah, but some people asked about the Greninja matchup, so we can.
Well, it's actually
do that
funny because the Sonic I play is also the Greninja I play.
Yeah.
Do we want to skip to Greninja? It's kind of convenient for me since like The player I play who plays Sonic is also Greninja. He like goes back and forth against me.
Yeah. What's his
Um,
tag here? Is this Leo?
This is Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix.
He's normally ranked just under me in San Diego.
You could talk about it.
Yeah.
Sure. I think in a lot of ways it's like a whiff punish matchup. He wants you to commit, and then he wants to either like come down on you with an aerial, like wants to come down on you with falling nair, or wants to threaten you with like dash grab or dash attack or down tilt. And it's hard for him to get those on nair because nair's so low end lag that like it's hard for him to get a true punish with dash attack or down tilt. Like it's hard for him to slip in the like 6 frames nair isn't active for. And he's not good on your shield. All his grounded moves are punishable on shield, and all his kind of high aerials are punishable on shield. Lower aerials, particularly nair, are safer. It's also hard. Link kind of gets a lot out of reading jumps, and you can't really read Greninja full hops very easily. He goes above your fair and above nair, which is pretty awkward in the matchup, and you definitely need to like trap his landings more. Definitely, I think shield's really good. He has a bad grab. He does. It takes forever, and if you jump it, it's really bad for him. Sure, water shuriken's good, but just don't let it affect your plan. It isn't. You can avoid the big ones, and the little ones aren't gonna end your life if you get hit by them.
Yeah, it's like Falco laser, just worse.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, definitely not something to get too bothered by. He can poke your bomb if you're bomb recovering, and that's definitely something to be aware of. So definitely don't want to let him come down on you with aerials. You don't want to let him set the like timing he gets to do nair. You want to challenge his nair with yours. Make him do it early. Like you don't want to let him do low aerials. You want to challenge him if he's committed to them. And he jumps so high that it is kind of committal.
Rex, do you try to up his fair?
Yeah, usually. Depends how low it is.
It's technically -6, but it's like it's frame 16, so it's kind of hard to time.
What? Yeah. It's easier to time if it's frame 16. What are you talking about?
What, timing it for the last
for the opponents probably.
I mean, it's hard for him to time it perfectly to land.
So there are definitely 2 factors. There's how far it is and how low to the ground it is. And if it's really low and far, I will leave it. But usually I GSA it. He's not that hard to edge guard. You want to keep an eye on shadow sneak. You can kind of tell if they're shadow sneaking. They have to keep their drift forward. And you can drop down ASA really easily. It's really laggy. And then if you can normally drop down with him and ASA a lot of upbees. Obviously, it depends on how much of a jump he has and how much and how tricky he gets with his angles. But you can normally ASA a lot of stuff, and it's like you start forcing him to go high, and you can start killing him for that too. So you're actually pretty good at edge guarding. I think he generally has a pretty good recovery. So landing is definitely the scariest part of the matchup. He can get you in these sort of like Smash 4 Fox vortexes where he like covers all your air dodges and like keeps popping you up. So you definitely need to keep your composure. If there are plats and if you're near to the ground, air dodging into the ground and teching a lot of the time is your best way out. You don't want to, you don't want to give him freebies. Like a lot of the ways he kills is by like off of disadvantage, getting like a down tilt and up smash or forward smash or something like that.
You're landing on a platform into up smash.
Yeah, like drag down up airs you into stuff. That's generally how he kills you. Is off of advantage, not off of neutral. Like he in neutral he puts you into disadvantage, and from there he looks to get a kill set up.
He also has like, I don't know if they're technically 50-50s, but they feel like 50-50s, like down tilt, forward air in the corner things and whatnot. It's just bad spots.
Yeah, that I think can be true and can be 50-50s.
Yeah. I just do my best to DI out and not air dodge stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's that's definitely the trickiest part of the matchup. He's not that good at edge guarding low, particularly. He'll swipe at you with fair if you're trying to go high. Over.
Or bear, I guess.
Yeah, either. And he can kind of go low with bear, but it doesn't match up awesome against like ASA. But he'll try to spray you with water, so you definitely want to like save your ASA until he's tried that. If they go for it, because
it does have a counter. If you go low and you're kind of telegraphed in the timing you need to do, he does have a counter that will kill you pretty early.
Yeah, he definitely does. He can like do it down or do it to the side and make it back.
So sometimes you have to do like a suicide stock if you're out of luck.
Yeah, but like normal counter play around it. And he can't hang very long. Like Lucina's floaty, she can kind of hang. Right? Like counter from Roy and Crom aren't very good against Link at all. And Greninja's kind of in the like boat of being a fast faller and not being able to like be in an area for very long. So he has to commit to it sooner, basically.
Like to also,
but definitely something to think about.
Just another thing I'd like to mention on the matchup. It's like this is a weird one for Boomerang, because like sometimes it can be good if he's on the ground, but you got to be really careful. Boomeranging, like if he's jumping in, Boomerang doesn't do anything. He's just gonna.
Well, you want to use it to whiff punish jump in so a lot of the time.
Well, yeah, you can whiff punish, but like throwing it at him as he's jumping, he jumps real high.
The thing is, if he's close to you, he has to be close for you to just jump into work because his airspeed's really bad. Like he can't jump really far over the Boomerang and punish you like Wolf could. Right.
I don't know.
That's true.
Like
it's pretty well.
Like he has to be like right on your butt.
Jump into. My issue I'm more talking about is sometimes when people jump in towards you, like you'll try to hit him midair with Boomerang, and that doesn't work against Greninja.
Well, he goes too high.
That's a really easy way to get like nared if you try to do that. Also, you just got to be careful when you have your returning Boomerang out there, because counter is a gimmick.
Sometimes I try and counter.
Yeah, counter's a gimmick, and you can shield it on reaction. But if you commit to things while that's happening, you can.
It's pretty laggy though if he doesn't hit you with it, right?
Yeah, it's F smash.
Yeah, just a thing to be aware
of. Yeah, so you don't want to read his jump up. You generally want to hit him when he's coming down. Is how it works. As he's going up, he goes too high too fast. You can get short hops, but you can't catch full hops. He jumps too high. He's like one of the only characters who like jumps too high over and full hops with any regularity. So that's the thing he does in the corner a lot in particular. It's like one of the only characters who is not in grave danger full hopping in the corner against Link.
How would you catch his landing when he's full hopping?
Well, it really depends. But Boomerang's really good. Generally spacing and hitting him with your sword. Like your sword is longer than most of his moves. If you are, you can forward smash. You can get under him in GSA. That's the easiest way. Is like get him to do an early aerial, like get him to try and fair you or something, and then GSA it. That's the easiest way. You can threaten him with like an aerial. You can threaten him with nair, threaten him with fair, then shield and GSA. You can hop back, throw a Boomerang where you were. You can forward smash it. You have choices. There are lots of different moves you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talks about edge guarding, but ledge trapping. He's kind of skipping from the corner pretty well with his jumps. How do you go about doing that?
Well, it's just about catching landing, really.
Yeah, let him jump, pretty much.
Yeah, get him when
he's
coming down. You can try and get him when he's going up a little bit, but don't commit to it. Like don't full hop fair. I have like kind of a full hop fair habit when people are in the corner because I catch a lot of jumps. And a lot of the time, I read the jump right. It just doesn't hit like it does against 90% of the cast. So
true.
Like even more. I think him and like Falco are the only two good at it. I think it still hits Zero Suit.
I think I actually tried using up air, but it's not working out that well.
It's not the same.
It's you have to read the arc as well, and then
and it's laggy. It's like the whole thing.
It's awkward to ledge trapping though. It's very short, and bob ledge trapping is kind of strange. You have to space it differently.
But he relies on sort of you missing moves too, so it's not an awesome position for him. But he's definitely edge guardable. I think it's actually not an awesome matchup. It's somewhere between like
Even
losing and even.
Yeah.
I think it could be losing.
Yeah, it's very strange. I think Orange said it was like winning. Like he messes up JW, but Cylinder like says it's like the worst matchup he has. So it's
I don't know about
people
the
are very
worst
divided.
matchup, but
I definitely trust Orange judgment.
Yeah, like Orange has like a almost flawless win record versus him. He doesn't die.
Well, I
just
usually beat the Greninja in my region too, but the Greninja does better than Sonic.
Yeah.
For comparison.
Yeah,
And
I feel like I can see even. I can also see losing. I don't know.
all right.
It's hard.
I mean,
what do you feel?
If we've got good records versus Greninjas, but it feels losing, that makes me inclined to put it in even.
Yeah,
it's strange, but
fair.
if Palu's there, it's like I think it's like in the same boat as Palu. Like it's not like free, but you can work around. You can work around it. Yeah, yeah, it's a winning record.
The thing is, I feel like
strange.
Greninja's kind of harder to. It's kind of on the chic boat of like harder to play for Greninja. Like it's not an easy matchup for Greninja to play.
Yeah, I think it's annoying.
I remember French Tutor sent me a set for me to look over from him. I think about him versus Venia, and like I think French Tutor won the first game, but it was because Venia was missing hit. Like he misjudged a bunch of times. Yeah, I think like why he lost one of the games is he kept trying to punish stuff and being like a little off, but having the right idea the whole like most of the time. So it's like hard to play. I think they'll try to punish stuff and not know the range.
Yeah.
And Link
or not know that we cannot be out of shield dash attack.
Yeah, and Link is particularly kind of hard to punish.
Yeah,
like a lot of his moves are kind of deceptively low on lag and deceptively large hitboxes. Okay, we can put it even. I guess.
Yeah, I'm feeling even. I can see it.
Stages. In my experience, platforms are better.
Yeah, they like FD and Kalos.
You don't want to. It just doesn't let them trap you with like their dash attack up air strings and whatnot.
Yeah,
or
like the vortex.
Less vortex.
It's weaker with platforms. Yeah.
You do have to be careful with platforms because they like to up smash those.
At sharking, but they get one aerial. Like they don't get a 2 aerial mix you up with sharking.
I used to ban triplats because I had the idea that I was gonna get like upper juggled forever or something.
No, that's not how they do it.
Thinking about it, that was silly.
They can do some drag down stuff, but platforms can also mess that up. You can pop out sometimes out of up smash. I've popped out of up smashes from platforms.
Yeah, it's not consistent. It's a shame for them.
They also I've heard Greninjas hate Smashville.
I can see that.
I can believe it.
They just can't full hop in there.
Yeah, that's gotta be super annoying.
And their aerials are kind of high startup, so they need to start it early. So
exactly.
So yeah, I
have to shore up.
Hypothesize that Smashville is pretty good. That triplats are pretty good.
Town's probably really good, or maybe it's kind of FD, but high ceiling.
I'd ban FD Kalos.
It's probably I think it's the neutral stage I'd go to. I think I like it more than PS2.
Yeah,
my ranking. I think PS2 is probably the third worst. Because like 1 or 2 plats, he can still get stuff off plats. It's not like he can't.
True.
Was there also narrower plats, so it'll be easier for him to trap you with up smash and the like?
Well, up smash, you have to hit this sweet spot for it to do anything.
Yeah.
Really, for it to kill you, and that's pretty narrow. Okay. But I think that's about the gist of Greninja.
We have a request for Rob next.
I have no idea about Rob.
When we do Brawl. I've played a lot of Rob, and Jama's lost a lot of Robs.
Yeah, this is.
I have experience, but I can't say I'm good at the matchup. I can tell you how a lot of interactions go and a lot of the problems in the matchup.
I can tell you a lot of how we lose the matchup, is I think what I'm trying to say.
Okay, low key, the most broken thing about Rob is his roll. I hate that.
Roll? Oh my god.
His roll's so good. If you commit into the corner at all, his roll's so fast.
What do you mean it's fast?
No, the issue isn't Rob's roll's good. It's that the Rob players are better at rolling than you are.
No, Rob's roll is just better. It's better than the other
murder
rolls.
Rob's for rolling all the time. Oh my god.
No, you can catch it. I'm just saying his roll's really good. If you commit in, he just goes.
With a huge dumpy robot body. Oh my god. Okay, well we'll get to Rob once we do Olimar Lucario.
Oh, we gonna wait on
Rob's
that?
like,
Okay.
Alright, we can do that.
so I have a little bit of experience with Olimar, but not very much. So
I have
You
fought
guys have
Dente's Olimar once, and I beat it.
oh well, you discussed because I fought Imhip's Olimar once and it destroyed me.
I mean,
Alright.
This was a while ago, but
Yeah.
I don't know what, like, a lot to say about it, because, like, Nair beats all his grounded moves, pretty much.
yeah.
And he doesn't have...
So,
I don't remember how fast
well,
up
he
smash
definitely
actually.
plays the matchup by getting you to jump in and then like grabbing you.
Yeah, he can like outspace Nair with grab, or he has to like very particularly space an aerial.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
that's
up
kinda hard
air
to
can
do.
can kind of linger.
Up
It's kinda
air
precise.
Yeah,
can
and he can get that into itself a couple times.
he can drift around it with like Fair Bear too, but like it's not.
But his like airspeed, and he's got bad airspeed in his floaty.
Yeah,
So definitely like once he's kind of getting juggled, you definitely want to exploit that.
yeah. I definitely think it's a
Um,
very Nair heavy matchup personally.
Well, Pikmin Clank with Boomerang, so it's not awesome in neutral.
No.
Mm.
And especially he can catch you in the startup of Boomerang with like purple or white throw. That's really
Purples.
annoying.
Well, you definitely want to keep track of which Pikmin he's got. That's pretty
Mm-hmm.
important because you play around different ones differently. Like blues throw further, purples he's probably going to throw purple, and whites he's definitely going to throw.
T versus the Buzz is a pretty good indication in the matchup. I don't know that that's true. I think the Buzz does not know the Link matchup. I think finding a T versus Shuton set would be a better indication of the matchup.
I think that was practiced it quite a bit, but maybe he knew it better in Smash 4.
In Congo Saga?
Like,
Saga, the
He
Buzz
figured
still,
something out, but it just didn't work.
the Buzz still thinks we have bad out of shield.
Yeah.
I don't think that he does.
Maybe it means bad as in committal. I don't know.
It is committal, that's true.
It's committal, but he
But
said
the thing is,
bad.
Link has a lot of like out of shield options. Is kind of the issue.
We can up the out of shields, his up smash, his forward smash.
Yeah, they
Can you
nerfed
be
it.
out of shield his up smash? His up smash.
Yeah,
is
they-
really
Okay,
nerfed it.
now
Used to be really good
if you
shield.
look at what I have on screen, there's some late hit that's -6, but all the other hits are upbeatable, and I've never not upbeat it.
I'm
So-
very sure we cannot be it.
Well,
But,
you're also reverse ASAing this person's Ivysaur, so I'm not sure I necessarily trust.
not
Again,
again.
this is one game. I've also fought a better Olimar a long time ago before I was good that I lost to, but I don't know. It's a weird matchup because there aren't many Olimars, and the Olimars that we have don't want to play Olimar versus me.
So I don't have a ton of experience with it, but up smash. Yeah, it looks like it's normally punishable. But it's definitely about like being careful jumping in. But Nair is strong, and I think short hop Nair is probably like the way to go all the time.
Yeah.
Be aware that where the Pikmin is on your body will determine if your move will hit it off or not. So if it's on your head, Nair won't hit it off. And
Yeah,
so you
I don't
have
know
to,
what
like,
move
up
you should
tilt.
use for that.
Up tilt's the
yeah.
fastest. It's not.
Up tilt's
it's
good,
not
yeah.
something you want to do. You just take it at neutral if it's on your head.
Up tilt's good on top. Nair's good on front.
Yeah.
So
Nair's fine to do a neutral, but up tilt you don't want to be just like whiffing that in neutral. It's bad.
It's not worth like putting yourself in any sort of bad spot though to delete a Pikmin, unless it's like a white Pikmin, because a white Pikmin does a lot of damage.
Even then it's not worth getting grabbed for.
Oh yeah, not worth straight up
Like-
losing neutral.
Yeah, so you definitely shouldn't like if it's on your head and Olimar's kind of in your vicinity, which is like normally the case. You don't want to up tilt for it. Like you can up tilt after you hit him. So Boomerang's not awesome in neutral. It's good at catching his landing. and as are like your aerials and all your stuff. And bomb is kind of interesting. The Pikmin bring it back to Olimar
Yeah.
for some reason, which is pretty freaking funny and like pretty
Yeah.
good. Like he has to whistle them to get them to drop it. I think it clanks when the Pikmin are being thrown at the same time, but they'll bring it back. So if you just have one lying around, arrow's bad. So you want to play neutral with mostly aerials, mostly fair in there. Some air is fine. He'll definitely be running away and like rolling away from you a lot, so you don't want to commit. And a lot of the time, they'll realize they're in a bad landing position and up B. And for up B, you just want to not commit until you're sure, basically.
Okay.
You want to hold it because they go really fast, and they also have like weird slidey momentum that you can sometimes catch them in. Like to change direction, it's not fast. They don't turn on a dime.
Yeah, and there's the whistle too, I think.
Similarly for off stage, you just want to like it's a nair out reverse ASA, and you just gotta like not get baited by them.
Got a subscription from Aces.
They're definitely used to being like really tricky with it, so you want to be careful.
Yeah, it's hard to hit them with bomb, I feel. It's hard to hit them with bomb. Like they can weave around it.
It's too it's too fast. It goes really fast horizontally. It's not like balloons.
If he doesn't have Pikmin.
Yeah. They'll toss them if it'll help. So I think that's most of the matchup. So I hear that it is winning for Link. I am definitely not a good player at it. I haven't played it enough.
Yeah, I lean toward winning as well. Stages, I've heard Olimar likes FD. DeBuzz took T to FD, but that also implies that T bans something else. I don't know.
That's true.
I think just T loves FD. Like he always plays in that stage.
I'm usually pretty down to play FD.
T did nair 6 times at a disadvantage versus the Buzz on FD and got hit all 6 times, but like he still won slowest instance to stop, I guess.
Well, okay, nair is best. To be fair, like Link has a couple options. Like Link doesn't have an awesome disadvantage, and there are positions where you're gonna get hit no matter what, basically. Like.
Yeah, you might as well throw an execution
test.
Don't
get me wrong. Like one or two of those, he might have been able to like fastball or whatever. But T plays disadvantage better than anyone in this chat. So I don't know why like people in this chat would have jumped and gotten hit and then died. T nair got hit and then had a jump. So like I don't think that's a fair like criticism, really. Like there are points in disadvantage where you can air dodge, or you can jump, or you can aerial. And air dodging a lot of the time gets you killed. Like good players, which a lot of people don't play against that much, so don't understand how bad air dodging is against people who are really good. And then nairing, like even good players can misjudge how to punish that a lot of the time. Yeah. So T's like, I'm going to nair, so I keep my jump even if it doesn't work. I don't want to air dodge and get forward smashed or whatever. And, he gets hit. It happens. That's normal.
I feel like the cool part about... Yeah,
sorry,
go on.
Continue. Well, I was just going to say,
go
like, Link has a good disadvantage once he's out of tumble. Because then he can fast fall air dodge, which is really good for Link. But the thing is, you're getting hit when you're in tumble all the time. Like, I'm sure every one of these nairs was out of tumble. And
probably
got him hit. Yeah, and what are you supposed to do? That's really normal.
Yeah. I was about to say how another example of like nairing 6 times in a row and then suddenly adapting. Like I think he did it in the end to bait the Buzz to do like a short up air. Kind of to like condition him to do like the counterplay, and then he just dashed pivot up tilted him for the win of the set. So I think it's more layers to the interactions than might meet the eye.
Awesome. Yeah, the thing, definitely something to be aware of, and this is not just an Olimar thing, but playing around. So basically every character can read nair and beat it. but they have to really commit to do that. Whereas Nair is not as committal generally. Like Nair is harder to punish, but characters jumping under up airing is super punishable. And if people are doing that to you, you just need to like not do your Nair and be in position to punish.
Yeah.
And he, of course, is really good at that. But that's something I don't see a lot of people like adapt to. Because people's counterplay to Nair in particular, but a lot of different strategies, is to read it. And that's not really good counterplay because it's kind of fake counterplay. Because by not doing it, they're now punished. Yeah.
That's true.
It's like against a versatile opponent, it's bad counterplay, and against a bad opponent, it's good counterplay. So they think it's good because it's worked against bad people of the character. Like by doing that, the Buzz is like not respecting T enough. Basically, because he's not finding a way that he can beat it. He not even beat it, but like gain an advantage on reaction to it. And a lot of this is like how you position yourself beforehand. And he's pretty good at not committing to Nairs that are going to get him in a really bad spot. That's enough on T, I think.
Yeah.
We're talking about matchups.
Yeah.
Oh, the last thing, I was just thinking about the stages again. I have not played against Olimar on Lylat, but I'm just imagining Olimar throwing Pikmin from the corner of Lylat and how annoying that would be. So maybe he banned like Lylat.
They sound like good the platform layout seems good though. That seems like a good platform layout against Olimar.
Ban what you like, what you don't like. I don't know.
I wouldn't want to play on Battlefield. I want to be able to full hop in that matchup.
That's fair. Okay, who's next? It is Lucario.
Lucario. I have a little bit, but not a ton of experience.
I have a little bit too.
Okay, well, why don't you start us off?
I mean, see, I don't know. I say that I win against our one Lucario. I don't know if I have a super defined plan because like his tools just don't always match up well. He doesn't have amazing hitboxes. Thing to note about Lucario is he's really fast. So Lucario just kind of wanna what? Lucario is really fast.
Like what kind of fast do you mean?
Like every type of fast. He's got like top 10 airspeed and dash speed. Like no joke.
He seems like a slow metal jackal to me.
No, he's got the same airspeed as Wolf. And where's the dash? Or he at least has decent dash speed.
I'll look it up. Yeah, he's a fast dasher, it looks like.
Yeah, he's like close to plant.
He's also like a goofy. He's also a goofy floaty though.
Yeah, he is a floaty, so he has some trouble landing on Boomerang. That's worth noting.
He'll probably try to fight it with Nair.
He has top 5 initial dash. Or top 6. I don't know, he just doesn't have good hitboxes. A lot of times you can just kind of air to air him with Nair. Worth noting when he lands on your shield, he has a command grab. His command grab's kind of awkward to hit. He has a small hitbox.
Not as floaty as I thought he was, I guess.
Yeah, but his command grab has kind of an awkward hitbox, and you can't really punish his aerials out of shield as far as I know. So him landing on your shield isn't amazing. His disadvantage is pretty bad versus Link. He can jump out of the corner and has good mix-ups out of the corner, but his recovery is pretty abusable. You can nair it, you can up B it. Just sort of depends on if you can burn his options to kind of limit where he can go. Because especially with Aura, he can like change his angles and such. And he can get
I think for like
shield.
bear, for everything but nair, you can punish out of shield.
I mostly imagine him landing with nair, so that's probably correct. I don't know if he'll come in with anything else really. Also, if you kind of like, if you like whiff like in the air in front of him, he also has forward air, so that's worth noting. Forward air is a decent combo starter. I think like forward air, nair, and up tilt are his go-to combo starters if he can land those. Mostly though, like when he doesn't have aura, like Aura Sphere's the thing to worry about. Aura Sphere can catch Boomerang startup. It loses to Nair though until a pretty what's it called? Until a pretty big amount of charge. Or Sphere doesn't do that much damage.
He's probably got has to have charge and aura for it to beat Nair.
Yeah.
So like little ones at high aura and big ones at low aura probably won't work.
I still think it needs like at least half charge to like beat Nair at high aura.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Lucario's kind of a bad character.
Nair beats. I know you kind of made it seem like the best character in the game. Really.
Yeah, but
he's a bad character that's fast.
Top 5 mobility. It was like, oh,
he
shit.
does.
I think
he's really fast.
I think his buttons aren't awesome.
Yeah, he's fast, but his moves are
like
so bad
at
that
low
it doesn't
percents,
matter.
they're definitely like hard to win trades with Link against. At higher percent, you definitely gotta be careful though.
He also has
You
counter
definitely wanna,
shenanigans.
Yeah,
Get
he
a
has
counter,
some
yeah,
stuff
it's
for Greninja. Yeah.
But they're better because Aura will just kill you at 50, especially if you like jump and then he counters Boomerang. It'll kill you.
Well, you
really
can dodge the interaction though. You can
Yeah.
just like air dodge.
You can.
Yeah, I think
it's
you
just
can
worth
shield.
noting because you will just die at 50 if you don't do the interaction right.
Did you say you can't shield it, Jay?
No, I think you can
can.
shield it.
You can.
Yeah.
Because that's Boomerang often works. It's
and he can't. Can he choose the direction? I forget. He couldn't before.
Yes, to some extent.
Yeah, but now he can, right?
I think he can to some extent. I don't remember.
it's either
exactly.
left or right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's either left or
I don't
right.
know.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so he can't like come down on you.
Hmm.
It's probably not very good off stage then.
Yeah.
I definitely remember
Yeah.
it being like slower than Marth Lucina counters.
I think he only has down
Or,
air
like,
out of
doesn't do it as
shield,
fast.
right?
Yeah.
Down air and grab.
That is an out of shield move he uses.
Yeah, I don't know
But
how good it
in
is,
there-
but it's low, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The down air, it's fast, but it's only hits like just below him. So if you're not, it only is a danger if you're like in him.
But it's kind of awkward to punish because you don't anticipate like a semi-floaty character to suddenly land again after hitting your shield twice.
Yeah.
With an
Yeah,
arrow.
it can definitely mix you up. It's not awesome on shield though. I think you can be.
Yeah, it's definitely punishable. It's just can catch you off guard. But yeah, I feel like Link kills him pretty early, so we don't like need to like mess with aura too much. That's
Yeah, I agree.
from the little experience I have.
It kind of goes without saying, and this is partially true in every matchup, that you should be like playing to kill him more than like punch him. Like I think fair is a big part of the matchup. And for
I
us
agree.
matches,
He's
sure.
pretty light. He's like, well, pretty light as in he's
and they
slightly
definitely
below
nerfed
average.
They nerfed his weight in this game. He's definitely a lot lighter. He's easier to kill.
Yeah, from the last. Yeah.
You
92.
can definitely try to like Nair ASA him in recovering
Off stage.
Mm-hmm.
if he scores. Yeah. If he lands on stage,
Yeah.
he's in lag.
He has ways to angle it on stage that he doesn't have as much lag.
Don't they like kind of auto cancel?
Yes. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's something you just gotta kind of react to. You just gotta kind of have experience.
He has
with
to
it.
be a certain height, right?
Mhm. Or I think it's a certain angle or a certain. I don't know. Just know that they like to spot dodge after they do that because they know you don't know how to punish it.
Well, if they're in a position they might spot dodge, you should short hop, low nair.
Yeah.
That's just the best thing to do against them at a disadvantage if it's not a true punish usually.
All right.
Stages. I think he prefers FD type stages, especially Kalos because he likes Kalos walls a lot. He has recovery mix-ups on those because he can up B into the wall and then wall clean.
Okay.
Yeah,
Makes
I go to
sense.
flats.
For his counter, does he do it in the position of the? So he doesn't do it on you. He does it in the position of the projectile.
He does it on you.
No, he doesn't. I'm testing it right now.
I've had him teleport way up in the air and get me before.
With a projectile. You hit a projectile on him and then he teleported.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I
I haven't seen that before, but maybe can you control it?
You can control the direction, but but I don't think. No, it chased the projectile trajectory. It hits where it was hit. It doesn't teleport to you. And that there,
But it
Maybe
it's
I'm
a bit
thinking,
of like a swipe, so we can maybe cover some space regardless. Maybe that's what happened.
But if you like throw boomerangs not in your like horizontal zone, it can't hit you.
I actually may be mixing up two situations in my head because I've seen Lucarios will sometimes like try to cheese you if you like landing aerial predictably, especially from high, and they have aura. They'll like jump up and counter you, and you'll just die at like 40 off the top.
Yeah,
It's kind of funny to watch, not funny to happen to you.
Play around it with aura, but you need to play around a lot of stuff in this aura. That like kind of goes without saying.
Yeah, his F smash has like insane lean back too, like even more than Mario's. It's actually crazy.
It's also slow as hell though.
Yeah, it's a hard call out, but it's just like if you underestimate, if you try to like space an air and then fuck up, and yeah, be careful out there.
Careful out there.
Yeah,
Well,
don't get F smashed, kids.
Say with Jama's expert experience that this is like Link's worst matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's fast, and that's a counter.
He's
kills.
he's fast as a counter.
Well, I don't know this matchup. I'm gonna be totally honest, but I've seen Vince play it quite a bit, and he does really well. And you have played it, so
I think it's very much a winning matchup.
Like on paper, it seems very, like that.
I think Link's just like a better character.
Yeah. Cool. I think we should move on. Who's the next one? Rob.
Onto a big one.
Oh. Texas' favorite character.
Well, why don't you talk about all the problems in the matchup, and then I'll talk about how you should play around.
Problems: Nair, gyro, down tilt. Side B's a problem, but only because of those other moves.
Okay.
Down tilt's fast and safe on shield. They have good pressure mix-ups out of that. Gyro's weird to play around.
Their Nair is not always safe on shield.
Their Nair is not always safe on shield. That is true, and it's a fairly easy one to parry.
Yeah, it's easy to parry, and you can tell how high it hits you. Like he's a floaty. Like it. If he hits a high one, he's punishable. And they do it all the time.
They do. How dare they?
I wouldn't try to challenge it on reaction, or even try to whiff punish. It's really big. But like getting your shield under it, if they're doing it high, is how you beat it.
Yeah. You can also keep a bomb around your shield, and it's a fire move, so it just kind of blows up bomb.
Yeah, it does definitely blow up bomb.
Also, if he has a gyro in hand in Nairs, do not get hit. You will die. Any percent, doesn't matter. It's over.
Yeah, I've died to that a couple of times.
Yes, the number one player in Texas is a Rob right now. We have had 3 different Robs on our state PR at the same time.
That's crazy.
Learn the matchup, really.
Learn the matchups. I don't know. It's a little beyond that.
Who's the number one in Texas right now?
Grayson.
Oh, the guy who got like 9th in San Diego local?
Yeah, he got better since then.
Whatever you say.
Okay. Yeah. But it is a crazy character. Like I feel like yes, he is like
he definitely is powerful.
Yeah, he is a high skill ceiling too. It can be pushed hard. In terms of punish game.
His high tech ceiling. I think his neutral's like not rocket like I don't think it's like neutral's super like skill intensive.
Yeah, maybe not neutral. I'm thinking about like punish game and optimizing that.
Yeah.
And
I played Rob.
He has the tools. He has the tools to get by. And I feel like his kit is pretty good versus Link for the most part. Like lasers, super good. Down tilt, super nice to have in a matchup. So I feel like it's really tough.
Laser makes boomeranging scary. Laser's transcendent and does like 20% plus.
When are you guys boomeranging?
At bad times, and I get hit by laser.
Yeah, he has to read you. Not to mention,
Yeah.
he's really bad against Boomerang.
What?
He's really bad.
You
against
think so?
Boomerang. Yeah, he's terrible.
I don't necessarily
Like
agree with
landing
that.
on them.
Landing on
He can
them.
chill on the ground.
Well, even like getting hit with them when he's like trying to gyro and stuff. Like he's in lag a lot doing projectiles, and Boomerang can hit him then. Bomb's pretty good against him. Definitely, I think he has trouble like getting smothered, like out of shield.
Yeah, his grab range is non-existent.
His grab range is bad. A lot of the time they try to like full hop nair, and Link can just beat that. Like if they do that out of shield, that's like not good in the matchup. They're better maybe like short hop like fair, but really they want to like get out of like Link being shield to shield with Link. It's not good.
Yeah, short hop fair, and then like up smash at kill percent is kind of scary. You just don't want to overcommit. Then.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get hit. But you know, every character.
I think it's like frame 11.
Yeah, it's
I think
slow.
I think his up smash is pretty fast. It's not like true punish on our up air, but I thought it was like frame 9. Let me check.
I got it.
But it's like both
Frame
sides,
10.
so it's like decent. It's frame 10, yeah.
So
it's
Link
like respectable.
So Link can do a bad nair and jump after. Whether or not.
I don't know about that.
His shield is really tall. It's going
to be closer to like -7. You're not going to get out of there in time.
Good nairs won't even get hit.
Well, yeah, it won't hit a space nair, but like if you're in the range, you're not going to get out of there.
Yeah.
I am not convinced of this Rob excellent out of shield game.
Oh, I never said that.
No, it's just if you like land a really bad nair, you kind of have to play around it.
I'm just mentioning
100%.
the options that are there.
I think another important thing is don't let him pull gyro for free. It's like kind of like Banana in that he has to like pull it and like launch it, and he launches it to you usually. So like don't let him do that for free. Like get used to picking up the gyro.
Yeah. How do you like picking it up? Like nair or something?
I walk up and grab it.
Yeah, you can walk up and grab it. Down tilt's okay sometimes, like if you're at the right range to like pressure their shield with it.
Why would you? Yeah, I guess like you usually I want a forward tilt there. I don't like down tilting neutral usually.
Yeah, something that people have been like trying recently. That's just another option is like air dodging backward onto it if you have like trouble picking it up normally. But normally I'll just walk up and pick it.
Yeah, I think nair might be the move because if you time it right, it's pretty forgiving compared to like walking and pressing A.
Nair's way more committal. You have to like jump to do that. I can just walk.
Yeah, but like I've heard like you've probably seen people mess up picking it up in the heat of the battle.
Okay, well that's like you just have to practice. It's not hard.
If you mess up picking it up, don't try again. It's not worth it. He's already doing something else.
Well, it depends where they are.
Well, if they're far away from you, yes. If they're like way on the other side of the stage, but if you're like there and you mess it up, go away.
Well, yeah, like I wouldn't try. Like picking it up isn't the most important thing. It's a good item to have, but you shouldn't be putting yourself in disadvantage to pick it up. Yeah, Nair's fine to pick it up with too. I pick it up with Nair sometimes.
Bernie caught it with a dash attack. Killed
that
man.
I saw that. That was
there we go.
That was a happy little accident.
We got him.
That sounds like the most Wi-Fi like thing I've ever heard.
It was as 8-Bit Man was shooting it out. Bernie was already dash attacking.
Let's go, Bernie. I like it.
Okay, so
that's a good thing to note about gyro. That it always. So this is just something to know about gyro is it always sends the way Rob was facing when he threw it, or you threw it.
I think I did a write-up about like how to beat the ledge trap. But basically, the ledge trap takes forever to set up. The gyro disintegrates quickly, and like if you don't grab the ledge predictably, it doesn't work. Basically.
Does it hit ledge hang if you stall?
Yeah.
It does, but it's sometimes like. It's not worth getting hit.
It like stage spikes you. It's pretty bad.
It does. Okay, that sucks.
You can tech though.
Yeah.
A lot of the time they'll be within like the get up attack range if they don't know the matchup. People always misjudge that. And
Charging up smash.
Yeah. Like generally you should just like be prepared to tech it.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll be gone by the time you like grab ledge again.
Mm-hmm.
It only for like a second or two if you just throw it normally.
It also has a downer that lingers for, or a spike that lingers for like 7 frames, but it has a lot of startup, so it has to read you, but you have to respect it.
Speaking of moves to ASA, how have you ASA'd Ivy down there and not Rob down there?
Oh, I've ASA'd it too, but Rob down there lasts a little longer.
It's way smaller.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it's longer underneath. Oh, maybe not.
But they have
I actually don't know.
They have time to.
And it's harder to like fast fall out of. Like Ivy can just fast fall out of his.
Rob down air lasts for like 7 frames, so I find
We're gonna talk about this back air though. That's what they called his best move.
Back air? Oh, they call it his best move? No, but his
back
air.
I saw like multiple
scary.
polls, and they were very vocal about Nair not being the best. So apparently it's back air.
Well, their best move's gyro, probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean like aerial. My bad. Best aerial.
No, their best aerial's Nair.
Or can be. Well, I don't think Nair's
maybe forwarder.
I don't play any other character against Rob. So.
Forwarder is often negative on hits, and you have to. It's good at swatting people away if they're bad.
Whatever. This is I don't care about this conversation.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say like his back air, it hits your ledge hang, so it's you have to usually get up on reaction pretty much. You should be fine.
It hits your I can. You can get up on reaction.
Yeah, and it's really strong, really strong. So.
You can get up attack it. Well, the weak hit's not that strong.
Yeah, maybe Link can get up attack it when I think about it, but it's very hard to punish. Period. If it happens, it's kind of awkward.
So
kind of has that core in factor.
For edge guarding, you want to keep track of if they have a jump and if they have their air dodge. And if they don't have either of those, they're really susceptible to bomb. Bomb's really easy to hit them with them. Because they can kind of only go up or go down slowly if they're jumping. And
but you don't go off stage, I guess.
Huh?
No.
You don't go off stage.
Sometimes I'll go down there like reverse ASA, but I won't like commit super. I won't ever make it so I'm back to stage second.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll like do some kind of tentative pokes at them, and then if I think I've got something, I'll go kill them.
Yeah, you gotta have their resources burned before you try to challenge them off stage, because they've just got too many options otherwise.
Yeah, so
what do
generally, the Rob you're playing, they like up you before they jump, and it makes it harder to play around them. But most Robs will just jump then up B, and that's easier to beat.
What do you do if you down tilts your shield? What is good?
You mix up a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, can let me double check and make sure I know what I'm talking about. You can jump out. That's usually what I do. You can GSA it. Of course, he can shield, but you can GSA it. You can roll away. I think are the best options.
Yeah, you wouldn't like rising Nair or something. Could that like stuff him out or
no?
Go above?
No, I just jump like I'm about to land.
Yeah, he kind of hurt bug shifts slow.
No, you don't. You don't jump. You just like you get like you're in the air and he's under you and you get to kind of come down on him.
Okay.
Like Link's pretty good coming down on Rob.
Yeah, because of his outer shield. I can see that.
Like, and Rob isn't like Rob can kind of only whiff punish with gyro, like, and it's not like that's fast.
Yeah, and read like projectile pulls, I guess.
He does. Yeah. He does have a fast dash attack. Frame 7.
It matches up poorly against Nair.
Yeah, it is kind of low to the ground.
It just like hits Nair hits it before it hits Nair most of the time.
He could also swat with forward air if he's in position for that, but
yeah, that if you're like fair or something, it just gets owned though.
Yeah.
And lastly, ledge trapping, Rob. How would you guys do it?
You gotta come down on them with aerials. Like that's awesome. Like
Yeah,
if you're
ledge trapping. Yeah,
he's bad against that, yeah. Like
I feel like they usually jump or drop down up B or something.
I would be like ready to like nair and fair him always, basically.
Yeah.
He has a hard time with those moves.
I think I remember bomb ledge jumping being kind of weird. His ledge jump goes through it.
They also know how to play with items, so
Search
like
box
they'll
is strange.
know how to jump up Z grab and things like that.
Yeah, I think they could do it for free if they time it well.
Can't be Z grabbed.
What?
You can have bomb not be able to be Z grabbed.
Yeah, like I just from my memory, like I think like Mewtwo and Rob, to some degree Palu can like ledge jump pretty often versus bomb ledge traps. More easily than most characters.
I want to just set the bomb closer to ledge, like closer to the edge then.
Yeah, I think you need to have it like on the very, very tip of the ledge.
Also worth
even
noting,
then,
he has decent sharking ability with up air.
Yeah.
You can, like, why are you standing there?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm saying don't stand there because you can do that.
Yeah.
So noted.
Kind of like the IV factor, some mix-ups from ledge. Just
poke at him with
let him swing.
If he's trying that stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if you can
down
beat
tilt?
it without. It's pretty disjointed.
He doesn't have hurt boxes on like his hands, I don't think, based on his GIF, and it's pretty disjointed above his hands anyway.
Yeah.
His hitbox stays on his hands, or maybe not his hands, but his arms.
Oh, because I just remembered this. For Rob up air, for DIing it, it's not the thing from Smash 4 where you DI one way and then DI the other way. It's just whatever the last hit is, you DI to whichever side you're on.
Yeah.
A lot of times, drifting to the opposite way he's drifting works out, though.
Yeah. I don't know how good mobility he has in the air. Is he good?
I mean, it's all right. It's just that when he's up airing, he's locked into his drift, so it doesn't really matter. I think is he locked? I don't know how up air works.
I think it's good airspeed.
I think it's decent. I've heard that some people, when it's like super ambiguous, they just hold down, so they don't take like a wrong guess. If you don't die anyway, or if you can only die with bad DI and you're not sure, you can hold down.
Yeah, he has good airspeed.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it makes sense. I think I've seen it with Sakurai. He's kind of moving with that character. It's like messing up the Pikachus, and it makes the character seem like super broken.
Pikachu.
Starting to believe Jama. Character is cracked. Speaking of which, there's like a Japanese offline tournament today, and Sakurai and a lot of like Abadango and the works they're playing. That's kind of cool. For those interested.
What stage do you like, Jama?
I honestly like there are pluses and minuses to each stage. Like I don't think stage is hugely important. I don't always like Lilat because Gyro sends at a pretty convenient angle there. Laser can send at a pretty convenient angle there. And I like being able to ledge trap him when I can. Side blast zones sort of matter, sort of don't, because sometimes you'll just die off the side anyway, even if you're on like Kalos or Battlefield. I don't know. I'm just good at what you're comfortable on. Battlefield can be nice because a lot of times you'll get more benefit off of living longer, especially because he does have some ability to harass you off stage. So I think having more time to bomb recover can help. Especially because when you're trying to pull bombs sometimes.
I like plats against him.
What?
I like being able to jump.
You like plats? That's fair.
Don't like plats, it seems. I don't know. I think Link Blick is saying like PS2 is like a good Rob stage. I can see that. Killing off the top is so easy for him. I wouldn't like that stage, personally.
I can agree.
And on town, just don't get owned by side B and but a ledge.
Yeah, definitely. Like, be aware of side B as this like high base knockback option, and like don't get comboed in it. But it's really bad if it doesn't hit you.
Oh yeah, it's super.
Yeah, it just carries you off stage, and if he whiffs when ledge trapping, he can like drop down and recover with his like million recovery timing and mix-ups. So kind of just have to ledge trap.
Like, still laggy. You can like if he does it off stage, you can like kill him.
You think so? I never see anyone do it, but I want to see people do it. Though.
He like drops down and tries to do it to you.
Yeah, like let's say you're timing a neutral get up and you barely don't get clipped by side B at the ledge, and he drops down. What do you do? Run off?
I'll probably run off.
Downer? Yeah.
Like, I'll drop with him in ASA, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I think I usually forward air, but either
I'm gonna
way,
learn the matchup. You could have smash it out of shield, as you can see here,
Or
but
you
it's
can charge up smash out of shield.
Or alternative plan, you could bear him and then ASA, and then if he techs it, then he gets ASA.
True.
again.
If he doesn't tech, he gets stage spiked.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
This probably might be what I do. I might do better.
Gyro, frame 3 startup. Is that true? Is it that fast?
I think.
Well, it starts.
Is that release? It's charging frame 3.
From charging, it's frame 3, but it's 9 frames from standing.
Also, a thing about the gyro, I feel like many just shield it and they just get chipped on their shield and can't do anything about it.
So
I think that's bad.
You don't want to tank it on shield. You want to have it miss you.
Yeah. So maybe even up throw it so you get it away, right?
Well,
Is that true?
Yeah, that's fine. But like generally, you don't want him to launch. You don't want to have it in his like bank as a projectile if you can help it. You want to have him toss it and not hit your shield. You want it to whiff. And it's like not that.
Because.
You know, and like taking it on shield's better than like taking it on your face, but you definitely don't want to. You don't want to like have shielding it be your plan, because until he finally hits you, and then he can like go grab it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see like how I want to learn this matchup, like really learn it, because I feel like there's a lot of like small interactions that come into play here, and easy to get caught off guard if you're not ready.
Yeah, I've got a
weird character.
NorCal, and there's a Robin RPR.
Cool. Where do we put him though? Even?
I think it's even or winning for us.
I definitely.
I'm leaning even.
Winning.
You might say losing.
I say losing.
You think winning?
But
okay.
I'm fine with even.
I think Jama is just getting outplayed by these Robs.
Maybe true, but I still think it's losing.
Yeah, like I could see the case for both.
So wait, the Robs are all like higher than you on the PR,
right? Yeah, they're all good.
Have you ever?
Yeah, then it makes sense.
Did you
like
say,
I
have
lost
I ever
to
beaten
one Rob
them?
too.
Yeah, have you ever beaten any of them?
Yeah, I've beaten. Well, Grayson and King K are the ones in my city, and I've beaten both of them multiple times.
So wait, so you're telling me that these Robs who you've upset, you think also has a better character?
Yes, because they've beaten me a lot more times than I've beaten them.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I had a 10-set losing streak versus one of them. Actually, I lost 8 times in 2.5 weeks to one of them.
Well, you know, you should probably get good.
That was in my no-sleep era. When I was driving to Dallas every day.
The grind. I heard Liam like say that it's easy to like bob infinite him. I feel like you can say that like comboing in general, like he's susceptible to bear strings.
Everything hits him.
Yeah, like when you see like people punishing Rob hard, like even Lynx, I've seen like Bernie and T give like 50% strings consistently.
Oh yeah,
so.
It's not hard. And like the thing is, he's terrible out of tumble. He's got like he doesn't have any good moves out of it.
He's good luck fair. That's pretty much it. And get away.
Well, but even that like is bad on
speed.
lift, not that good of a hitbox.
Yeah, it's very specific, but it's decent in front for what it does.
Yeah, and he's
you can work around it. So it's that's a good thing in a matchup. You can combo him decently. But let's move on
Yeah, I
to
think it's about that time.
what's next.
Sorry, I clicked off the page. Let's
Okay,
see. Raw.
Smashcast.
Toon Link. I think you could take this one, Jay.
Toon Link. Okay, like I played a lot of Toon Link. I played like there's pretty much gotta be one that has played the most Toon Link games, at least in the country. Like I live with a Toon Link player, and we play a lot. Of course, there's multiple play styles, and I played other Toon Links as well. But I feel like it's very confidently winning. He has some good tools, though. You have to respect that, those being bomb. Like if you're like mashing, if you're not respecting it, he can easily like whiff punish you with it. It detonates if you nair it, unless it's stale. Decent reward, pretty much a win condition for him. He has a decent dash attack and whiff punishing game. All right,
He's
ledge
super
trap.
fast. He's just really fast
yeah.
in general.
His dash
He is
attack.
fast and small. He's pretty mobile. But I feel like
think a
very
lot of-
falls apart is his floatiness. And he's kind of susceptible to boomerang. He doesn't have like the young Link or Link landing there. That really hurts him, especially since he's floaty, right? He can Zare, but it actually doesn't beat projectiles. So it doesn't really help. So yeah, he has to work around it really carefully. So
his stuff is he does have really good drift out and pretty good disjoints. Like he can hit your shield safely though. Like
yeah, absolutely. His fair is actually really really good.
He's pretty good on shield. His nair is really safe.
Auto cancels.
I think a lot of his how he plays is like drift, like bait you and then drift out and hit you with like boomerang or bomb.
Yeah, and up tilt is like a win condition for him as well.
Like I think he's actually kind of similar to Yoshi in how he plays.
Yeah, mate. I feel like in this matchup you can kind of work around it in many more ways than you can Yoshi. He doesn't low profile. You don't have to worry too much about getting outranged or thrown off by air mobility.
Well, he's got bigger disjoints than Yoshi does. He's got
bigger yeah. But it's not like he gets like one swing. That is pretty committal. Like
and he
gets
better projectiles than Yoshi.
Yeah, bomb is really good. It's the best bomb.
Bomb is good.
At least compared
to boomerang's pretty good.
Yeah.
He also gets like pretty good confirms off of everything. Like they all string together nicely. His up tilt's really good. It like confirms into everything. It can kill confirm.
Yeah, I feel like up tilt is like crucial to land for him. It's awkward to time versus nair because the range is short. So
yeah, you
have to read your landing. Yeah, it's a gamble on their part. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
It's normally like a punish type thing against Link. But his out of shield's also really fast. Like his up B is super fast.
Frame 6.
It's frame 6, but it's his shield is so small that it's very easy to get safe nairs on him. You would think
Link
hard,
doesn't have an issue getting safe nair, but like he has to respect that B. Like
you can't just he could up the other shield boomerang.
High nair and jump.
Our boomerang. So he has tools, no doubt about it.
He's also pretty good at reverse ASAing people, including Link.
Yeah, look at his up B. Like you can't. It's kind of hard to sneak in your up B. Like what I've found success with is like going behind him, scoop booming him from behind because that's where he's kind of more vulnerable. But in front is kind of tough because his up B kind of covers almost underneath.
I'm talking about how he does that to us. He's floaty and has good enough airspeed that he can get position on us easily.
Yeah, but like what they do is like they throw a bomb down and they can kind of do that to confirm into the up B too.
Yeah, or fair.
So they have the tools for sure.
Yeah,
but you could usually space the up B around it. Bomb recovery is pretty good.
I think kind of like Young Link, a lot of it's about like keeping your shit together and not like whiffing moves into his air projectiles.
Yeah. Also, his dash attack has the same frame that as Greninja, so you have to be like ready for it. But you could up B it.
Yeah, it's fast.
It's like the exact same frame data.
Yeah,
it's not a joke.
It lingers a bit less.
And safety.
And maybe it's an easier Q, but he has like the mix with the down tilt. That's -6, so he can trip you up if you have to be ready that you can't up B his entire kit on the ground. And meaty up tilt is surprisingly annoying to up B. Yeah, that's very little shield stun, so you have to be super ready to catch it. So
I feel
sometimes
like
they can kind of
long
mash it.
forward tilt can be hard too.
Yeah, it's good on the ledge.
Like the
That's
tip
where it
one,
really
I
shines.
think is tricky. Yeah, it's good on ledge. It's okay for. It's like a pretty good move to attack a landing there. It's one of his better like normals for it.
Yeah, if he spaces
His
away,
little sword
it's pretty
disjoint.
decent. It doesn't really do much though on stage. It's
It puts you
threatening
on
on the
tech
ledge.
chase.
Yeah, at best it gets a tech chase into dash attack.
Which is how he gets into like up tilts and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
I think Link wins, but I don't think it's that bad. I think Toon Link's an okay character.
The Toon Links
I
would
think
have
he's
you
got good
believe
enough.
it's one of the worst matches in the game.
Who do?
The Toon Links, they all put it in -2. They'll put like
yeah, they
Lincoln
hate
Zeus.
it. Like
The Toon Links need to get good. What?
yeah, I think they have the tools. Like it's just that it's way easier for Link. Like you could snowball so hard if you get a neutral win.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for them to land, easy to edge guard to some degree, and they're floaty. I feel like their combos work really well on them. If you nair them, they hunch forward, so it's super easy to dash grab, even if you fuck up the spacing. So like, I feel like almost everything outside of like his size is like good for pushing advantage. Is disadvantage like he can't really mash out of hit stun too much either. Like he can nair, just like not active, doesn't really cover outside of in front. His downer is like really, I don't know. I feel like it's gimmicky. It's a stolen fall. You just shield the wind box that comes when he lands, so you don't get pushed away.
It's a bad move. It's like his worst move.
Yeah, it can't trip you over, but it shouldn't really. His arrows, it shouldn't really worry about. But the bomb is where I think if Links lose, it's very much to the bomb and forward there maybe. Those in combination.
Yeah.
You could up his boomerang, just like Link's though. So just shield on a platform versus bomb. Check your time. It will blow up eventually.
Yeah. You can overshield versus Toon Link in general anyway.
Yeah. Be at an angle where you can't get like whiff punched by bomb and just respect it. You can't pull two.
Stages?
Stages? How do you feel?
I would probably not want platforms. I would hypothesize.
Yeah. I would love Smash Fail, dude. Like, just
sounds really
good. Easy to move around on that stage. I actually like Town a lot as well. Like, it's pretty easy to ledge trap. You could F-tilt all of his get-ups. Not his roll, I guess. It's pretty easy to do. One for their read, it's over. Easy to edge guard. But yeah, I don't like low ceilings. I feel like he can kind of call you out with up smash, up air, and up tilt into up air as well. So I'll be careful. And you wouldn't really kill him off the top that much. So be careful on PS2. I would be careful on FD as well, actually. I've seen the Toon Links in Japan counterpick T there.
Oh yeah?
With some success. He has a decent toolkit for catching landings.
Yeah, he's
with dash attack and bomb.
Dash attack bomb. Like, come on, he can like land on you.
Even there, it's like decent. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like also its grab hurts him. You can shield versus that character a lot. It doesn't get any combo throws. You could DI the back throw. You'll live at 160 by the ledge, with no rage. So
yeah, he definitely needs to get like one of his kill moves to kill you.
Yeah, so you have to.
Like Fair's the only move that kills off Stray, and it does not kill Link from center stage, like early.
Yeah, but like the grab thing, I feel like really hurts him. Like not having consistent damage and consistent kill throw.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's also super risky.
Yeah. Next game.
I feel like it's good.
Wolf?
Are we moving on?
Yeah. We're not going very fast.
Nah, we are not. But this is the last Brawl character, luckily. Wolf.
Rex probably has the best experience versus Wolf.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting.
I played a lot of Wolves.
SoCal Wolves.
Yeah,
everywhere.
So first of all, people have a lot of issues with laser, and it's kind of like I think of it kind of similarly to Palu projectiles, in that like you want to just like react and let him mess with it. You don't want to press buttons at the same time.
Mhm.
His reflector is definitely more applicable than Palu's is. Like he can use it and not get punished. But you can also try to set up bomb stuff behind him. But it's awkward because he's so fast and his airspeed's so good, and he fastballs that he can jump. His range to like jump a boomerang is a lot further than most characters. So definitely. So one of the things Wolf has the most problems with is he's not great at touching wing shield. Really low moves can do it, but most of the time, everything in his kit's punishable, basically. So you definitely want to play around your access to shield a lot, and be aware, like, if he's doing rising aerials, shield them, and if he's doing low aerials, attack them, and try to get him in that sort of mix-up. His out of shield's not awesome. You just need to play around up smash and rising forward air, and both of those you can like punish out of shield real easily. You don't want to let him get grabs a low percent. You don't want to let him get like low nairs or low fairs low percent. He combos off all of that. He's got pretty good. He's got pretty good disjoints. So you definitely want to like be careful throwing out nairs that hit. He can space around them. And maybe you guys have had a different experience, but against really good wolves, I have had a lot of trouble edgeguarding him, which is weird since people always say that's a really easy matchup to edgeguard. But his airspeed's so good, and side B and like the up B mix-up get back so quickly that I have a really hard time covering.
Yeah, I have some trouble with it. I think bomb's pretty necessary to edgeguard him, because otherwise we just don't have enough to burn all his resources.
Well, he gets back before you can
sometimes you don't have time to pull bomb, and I think if we don't have bomb, like, unless they like really predictably side B, it's kind of hard.
Like, I can't think of a situation where we get a bomb like on ledge or whatever before he gets there.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's free at all.
Super.
It's not free. Yeah, it's not free, but I think it's necessary. Like, you have to try. You have to. That's the like a winning condition for you to give him. Otherwise, he will kind of like outkill you sometimes.
Well, I think he definitely can outkill you. But you know, it like depends. He's definitely. Well, like, what do you do? So you pull a bomb. He sees that you have a bomb, and now he just like up B snaps. How do you fight that?
I feel like you have to jump out the C drop and kind of be prepared to catch an up B, but the bomb can handle a side B if they do it.
He can choose, though, is the problem. Like, Z dropping the bomb like doesn't do anything to up B.
But that's where the nair comes in. It has more startup. The side B is annoying because it's like more bursty. So if you're not ready, you get caught off guard.
I am, like, you're saying pull a bomb, drop the bomb, and nair? You can't do all that. He gets
you jump off as you drop the bomb and see what you're doing. If they side B, double jump back, detonate. At least what that I've been trying to do. Like, I don't know how consistent it is. It's a matchup I want to learn to edgeguard better, for sure.
I generally won't run off stage to edgeguard Wolf unless, like, he's going low with up B, and I know that already.
Like, I've tried your situation a million times, Jay, and what always ends up happening is he just gets back on stage.
Yeah, he has more mix-ups than you might often think, and it's not easy.
Like Charlie and K9, who, you know, I have a pretty good record against K9, and I've come pretty close against Charlie a couple times. I've never ever felt like I was very good at edgeguarding either of them.
I feel like there has to be some kind of flowchart. It's going to be different, but some kind of thing you could do to at least threaten him more effectively. Like, I feel like we should be able to, not consistently edgeguard him, but at least have a decent chance of doing
that's what I thought, but I kept trying. Like, I've tried a lot of different stuff, and I haven't gotten anything.
Yeah. I think...
I think it's yet to be found. I think has to be something.
I don't think so. I think if he
Well,
has a double jump,
like there are plenty of characters who he just can't edge guard very well.
Mm.
And of course, like it depends on the situation. And I'm sure in some situations, like
Yeah. It's situational, yeah.
He doesn't have a jump aren't that bad. Like you can definitely
Mm.
gimp him if he doesn't have a jump, but when he does,
Mm.
you like when he can side B before his jump, how are you supposed to edge guard him? Like if he has the option to side B snap before his jump, like which is most of the time, really.
Mm. But the side B is very risky for him. If you could read it, it doesn't snap to ledge really quickly.
Well, but if you're like waiting to react to it, he can mix up, either hit you with it or go to ledge or up B. In which case, like, how are you edge guarding his up B?
I feel like you always at least want to cover the side B initially.
Well, but he can just react though. Like he can see what you're doing. Is the issue?
Jay, are you talking about jumping off stage to do this?
Nah, for the side B, I mean on stage.
You're
So if
like
you're in position on
putting a
stage,
bomb.
you can.
You can take a swipe at it. Like I can down
Yeah.
tilt. Like I can down tilt or down it on reaction, but like they just do it then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe have a bomb on the ledge.
Well,
detonate a reaction. Could that be?
They just, if you pull a bomb, then they just go under and up it. And like the only thing you can do then is try and stage spike them, and Good Wolves just tech every time.
Yeah, but I think you could detonate them like away, if you know what I mean. I think the recovery is too telegraphed to reliably get around bomb.
I have them bounce into stage more often.
I think
it depends on how you space it. Maybe on the stage.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen anyone be able to do that.
But like I bomb detonate versus like Kirby and.
I'm doing it against Kirby. Kirby's like.
But the up B, her up B or his up B is pretty fast actually. And like Toon Link, I do the same. I like detonate on reaction because it's like telegraphed, right?
Personally, the way I like to edgeguard Wolf is if they have a double jump, I will almost never go off stage. I'll throw whatever projectiles I can to try and burn resources, and that includes bomb, because I think it's more worth. Because I think it interacts well with like the angle of their side B, so I think it's more worth throwing it off stage rather than trying to set it at legend detonate. If they don't have a double jump, then I might try to go off stage. But also a weird thing that I want to like kind of test more is like you might just. Well, they can obviously go high in this situation, but I don't know if they can reflect our arrow and live.
If they have a jump, they definitely can.
No, if they don't. Obviously, if they have a jump, they can.
Then it depends.
I think they can cancel it earlier if they reflect. I'm not sure.
Their reflector puts them in a surprising amount of end lag when they reflect.
I think they can cancel it.
What do you mean cancel?
I've had people
act.
Yeah, they can act quickly.
I feel like it's very much an interaction worth really laughing.
It's something I want to
because it's super pivotal in the matchup. Like if you can edge guard like just semi consistently, I think it will change the matchup very much. The win condition becomes very apparent.
Okay, but moving on.
Mm-hmm.
I know a little better. So one of the biggest dangers in the corner is him just jumping out.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely, with platforms in particular, he gets to just like jump out for free basically, unless you cover it, like they're playing around it pretty particularly.
Mm-hmm.
He just jumps over and lands behind you. It's like not too hard. So you definitely need to play around that and play around his like dash attack at the same time, which is tricky. You definitely need to be so like coming into him to threaten him where he isn't always a good thing because he'll try and jump you. So if you can like find some way to lock it down with like boomerang, they'll like jump out or where he is, and then cover the other one is a good way. Getting bomb involved on the ledge is useful too. All his grounded moves are unsafe on shield and up B, and he's not super heavy, so like getting him to touch your shield near the ledge is like an easy way to kill him. Tipper Fair is also really good on a shield, and he doesn't have anything like long range stuff to like battle with it, really. He can have some issues killing. He kind of needs to read. He kind of needs to get a bear read, down smash, like punish or ledge thing, or like some kind of forward smash read. It's like pretty, he'll kill off straight hits eventually, but none of them are like going to kill like sub 100. So he kind of needs those things, and they normally get bear reads by reading like they like dash attack you or something, and then read a jump.
Or there's
like off their
bear.
hit, they read a jump. Huh?
They can
Bear
short of fast
also.
auto cancel bear, and it catches your full hop and platforms. It's very big.
Yeah, they can try it. It's just high startup. It's weird to do in neutral. I've seen wolves try to do that, and like it loses you staying on the ground pretty hard.
Yeah, it doesn't hit Link standing, so you could hold your ground and dash back boomerang.
Yeah, like it's like one of those reads I was kind of talking about earlier. Like if you don't do anything, and the thing is, it like doesn't usually win against Link's moves. Like if you're doing them at each other, it doesn't like always win.
Yeah, the star up kind of hurts, but I feel like many people think that he did a rising bear and it's my time to punish, but he has like no lag.
Well, they did
whatsoever.
high, yeah.
You can also auto cancel from drop down from platforms if they're higher than Battlefield.
I think they get a lot of plats. I think they do pretty well there.
Yeah.
I would definitely prefer fewer plats. They definitely also kill off the sides too, though. So be aware of that in town.
Yeah, I think it's good on town. And its burst range from drop down aerials and platform game is like super good. Combo extensions, as you said. So I don't know where would you take him?
I think FD is fine.
FT? Maybe Kalos.
Yeah, I can
see Kalos. He can't like really hug the wall as easily, or I don't know.
So it looks like if he shields a projectile, he can roll or jump to cancel his down B.
Interesting.
I don't have two shots.
It's one of the better reflectors for sure.
So be aware of that when throwing like boomerang around in neutral. He'll like fare out of it usually, probably. If you're like trying to come down on him. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I think a lot of it's like baiting him into shield. Your aerials actually match up pretty well. Like your nair is better than his. In terms of like hitbox, not in terms of like how you can position it necessarily or what you get off of it.
Frame data.
Frame data is the same. Or like
it's
the
but like lag.
His is laggier.
Yeah.
That's quite
yours,
a bit more.
But yours is like more disjointed in the front.
He's more disjointed under.
And you full hop like over him. Like your full hop's higher. So if you're both full hopping, his full hop's low.
Are you sure that's true?
I'm not sure.
I think it's pretty much the same, but I think you win due to the disjoint.
You definitely win. I'm trying to think. But anyway, yeah, like if you're full hopping, he's full hopping. Usually, you'll like beat him if you both like are mashing an aerial.
Where do you guys put him though?
I think he's losing. I think he beats Link.
I think so too. At least until the point where we could figure out like something consistent to edgeguard, or at least have a good probability.
His full hop's a bit higher than Link's.
Is it? Does it go to the? I don't think it makes it on the Smashville platforms. It's pretty low. It's really low compared to the other spaces.
It does go to the Smashville. I play Wolf
really?
too, but he curls into a ball as well, so it looks kind of small. So maybe it looks taller than or shorter.
Maybe it looks shorter.
His yeah.
I guess it does. I don't know why I thought that. I think Smashville's a fine stage though. Like I think it's just generally okay stage for Link. He's not awesome at edge guarding if he the only way is if he comes down with Nair. If he comes down on a B. But
you can't down there if you have like a last resort.
If he like misses you, he's dead. Like if he Nairs down on top of you, he's dead.
Yeah,
like, you can just
it's
drop
very
down
risky.
And tap him.
They very rarely do it. Two framing is smoke resistance.
Yeah, so I've seen Links be like, "Oh yeah, you should hold down on up B and just hit him out of down smash." That doesn't you die; he kills you.
Yeah, that move is too big to challenge it. It's insane.
Yeah, it's a large move. Definitely be careful of it. But yeah, if you can get him below ledge and tap him, he's dead basically. Like if you can get him get his jump below ledge, he's dead.
And you know what's really good for that? Jay's got something for that.
Yeah, it could slip off the ledge. No. Take it from there. That situation is kind of rare versus Wolf. It's not one of those matchups I would do it.
No,
much.
The up beats Link's Nair usually. That'd be.
I think it trades very often. The last hit can beat you.
The disjoint in Link's Nair can, but if he's hitting your butt, then he's getting you. Which is
it's not free at all, but I think it's worth going for if you can have some confidence in trading.
It's also worth noting though that if you get hit by it, they can reverse it like we do, and they can just kind of send you out at will.
Yeah, they kick it out, and they can hold down too. So if you're on ledge, they can kick you out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I glad they nerfed it though. I used to be horseshit. Used to scoop Links and be safer.
It still can kind of. But so definitely be cautious of it.
So do
you can even poke at them, and when they're doing it, to play around it.
So do we want to put him in losing or even?
He's losing.
I'll say losing.
Yeah, I kind of go back
until we
forth.
figure out something more. But I want to say maybe even in the future. We'll see.
Wow, Wolf just has a lot of scope for players to outplay people, and Link has less. He's just super fast and can generate openings and can whiff punish better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's a better character.
It's just a better character. Okay. That's the way to put it.
I beat up wolves worse than me all day.
Oh,
but you play wolves as good as you, and it's a problem.
Did anyone mention that laser is transcendent? So Link mains do not try to nair it to land on it. It doesn't work.
Yeah,
and it goes through.
It also has a bayonet hitbox, so it can be sometimes.
Yeah, it's weird to punish. You generally just want to land and pressure after. You don't want to come on top of it most of the time. You have to time it really precisely.
And as Blick is saying, you can short up over it, but you have to use some animation like boomerang or nair to hit Hurtbox shift over it. Otherwise, you will get clipped.
I've fared over it.
Yeah, you can fare too. Any animation pretty much outside of, I don't know, down there works.
Cool.
So,
okay.
That could be useful.
This has been taking a long time. Oh my god, this spent so long.
Yeah. There aren't that many Smash 4 characters, are there? They're already taken some.
There's plenty.
No.
There are a lot of Smash 4 characters. We did do a couple of them already.
So we'll do 3 more. We need to hurry it up next one.
Do we want to cover Isabel at the same time as Villager?
Yeah, they're pretty similar.
Okay.
Should we do it now? Okay.
Yeah, I can overview. You guys can say comments, and then we'll just say your favorite stage.
Let's aim for 10 minutes.
So a lot of it is playing around fair and bear. That's their best moves in neutral. They might try to pocket boomerang. You generally don't want to give it to them. If they pocket bomb, you can't bomb recover. So it's kind of a choice whether they want to do it to boomerang or bomb. And you can basically influence their decision based on which one you throw at them. For the Lloyd Rocket, your disjointed nair beats it. And, you just stuff it. Nair also stuffs fair and bear. You can be out of shield, I think, everything but nair. If you're close to them. They have a hard time generally dealing with bigger hitboxes once you're kind of in on them. I wouldn't feel any pressure to force it. They have a hard time they want you to jump in at them basically. And they're going to try and attack you then.
Rex, you say about the on shield villager forward. See, I don't know how this calculates because there's no way that villager forward air point blank is -4.
I think
it's far away -4.
I think it's actually point blank since it's a projectile. But I think also they're very floaty, so it's not easy to make it that way.
I don't know why they would hit you with it point. Well, no, it does kind of kill point blank at a point.
Well, we can do a little math. So it's got 14 frames landing lag. It has 2 frames of shield stun. So it's -12 point blank.
But they don't suffer any hit lag.
Oh, that's a good point. So let's add that on, I guess.
I don't know.
So shield lag, that's another 7 frames.
Okay, that's still -7. Okay. Well, I guess
know.
it's close.
Look at it, like 7 plus
Yeah, I guess it might be,
310. Yeah, -4.
Okay, if it's perfect landing fair, they can probably shield. I haven't had very many issues being it generally.
I haven't.
But they don't
either.
have a crazy punish game like they're bowling ball, I guess. So.
Well, it's just not off. They can like string together fairs. Kind of the biggest worry is getting gimped. Like they carry you off and then gimp you. So be really careful using up your double jump.
Yeah. How do you DI it? Do you know? Down and away or
DI
up?
nair? Out.
Yeah, the back air strings of fair strings.
Oh. I DI
carry.
those ones out too. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Until they like are gonna kill me.
Space around bowling ball. You should be.
Well, yeah. Don't let them bowling ball you. I think that's pretty safe to say.
Yeah.
Don't let them hit you with their super high startup move.
I personally like. I think because of bowling ball, I think keeping bomb is more important against villager than Isabel, because I don't really want to up B around bowling ball. That's kind of annoying.
You can space around it.
You can, but like
you can hit him with that B. It's like longer range than bowling ball.
if
Yeah.
you're in the
Just
right
think
spot.
about it like Ness, but you gotta space a little bit farther back.
Yeah,
you should be fine.
It's basically like Ness. Not that different. But
I usually
think
see people
generally
slip
keeping
like
bomb
once
is pretty
before I
important
learn
anyway.
though. Each game.
Yeah,
Makes
I've
sense.
definitely seen people mess it up if they're not familiar with it.
Get reminded.
I want to be able to. I don't want platforms. I don't want battlefield.
Okay.
Cool, we good?
Like I can imagine Town being good, Smash Roll
I
being
think
good.
I think full hop nair if they're like trying to fight you is good. Just be aware that it's committal. Yeah, Town's fine.
Personally, I don't like Kalos or Story because I like more options to get around bowling ball. But
What more options?
But you wouldn't,
like because you can
like
you
to
can
go
hug
low
stage.
either way.
You can hug stage on other stages, and bowling
But
ball
I
just
don't
kind of
wanna-
covers
I
the
don't want to
entire
do that
vertical.
against Villager. That's not what I want to do against Villager. They can
Yeah,
still
that's
hit
the opposite what I want to do. But maybe for bomb
I don't want
recovery,
to cross the
I
bowling
guess.
ball alley twice. That seems insane. You have to cross to get under and cross back to grab lead. No, that I don't think. No. I don't think so.
Maybe for I think bomb recovery is like iffy on like Kalos
Well, I
maybe,
want to
but
go high.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I would bomb
They're
recover
not
high,
good at
absolutely.
catching high anyway. Maybe like fishing rod. I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
That's Isabel.
Isabel doesn't scare me at all.
Nah, I think
She's
it's not.
kinda
I
scary.
think she's pretty similar to Villager.
Her up tilt is good though.
I think Lloyd.
Yeah, she's just got to get up tilt.
I think
Okay,
like
whatever.
Lloyd and
Next
bowling ball
character.
are more important. Yeah, whatever. They're both winning. They're
Where
both
do we
winning.
put them? Winning?
Yeah.
I'm seeing winning. But they have tools. It's like one of those weird ones that you have to kind of know about. Don't get bowling ball.
Don't get bowling
get,
ball.
like-
Don't run headfirst into Lloyd Rocket.
Don't get like run over by like fair
Okay,
strings
okay.
and die.
Like I feel like
Right.
we're reiterating.
Yeah. Let's go. Who's next?
Let's get to Mega Man, and we can go to Rosa. I've played against her Rosa.
Mega
kinda.
Man.
Mega Man. So Mega Man is kind of interesting because your projectiles are better than his minus pellets. So Boomerang is really good against a Mega Man trying to throw Saw and trying to do Crash Bomber, and you can just like get out of his horizontal, jump it and then toss a Boomerang at him. But it does poorly against pellets when he's spacing with you.
Yeah.
Which Nair totally obliterates. He has a hard time against Nair in general. The way he beats it is what we were talking about earlier. Is he like can call it out if he's if he's not spacing around you, which is hard. Like I keep talking about like spacing around you is like the only way to beat Link, but it's like that's not easy to do. It's hard to punish Nair. Like this is a hard thing for players to do, and they don't get punishes usually. They just get advantage. But so the way he tries to beat Nair a lot of the times, he tries to stuff it with a rising aerial, which is super committal and bad if they miss. So if he's coming in with Nair, you can try to hit him out of shield if he's like jumping through you. You kind of chase it like Min Min. We talked about that earlier. Like you do the thing to beat where he's going. If he like the third pellet, he's in that he's a move lag, and you just like jump up and fair him or bear him if he goes through you or whatever. If he's pelleting from far away, your Nair goes through everything. Your Nair also goes through Crash Bomb. for Leaf Shield, you either get him during startup. He can only throw it horizontally, so he's really vulnerable, like under or above. Nair goes through all of it if you get that spacing. You don't want to let him throw it at your Nair, though. It'll beat it. And then if he's like using it, he can't grab, so you just put your shield up. And he either has to run away and like throw it the other direction, in which case you've got frame advantage on him, or he throws it at you and you can just punish him.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
it's a
how you
50-50 where I can run away, throw it straight at you, or run away, jump throw it. And
Well,
they can cover.
it's not really a 50-50 because you can just react to what they're doing.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
they can make it so they don't get punished, but
Yeah,
they're in disadvantage.
Yeah, they're like your frame disadvantage. for
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, like,
Mm.
and depending on how they like throw it away, you can like chase them early,
Mhm.
right? Like if they run away and turn around and jump, and you jump it, like jumping's a risk. Like trying to jump it's a risk, but it can get you a punish if they just like turn around and throw it at you.
Mm.
Like a lot of the time, you can drop shield as soon as they run away from you,
Yeah,
and people don't drop it fast enough a lot of the time.
yeah, they get stuck.
Okay, edge guarding him, he's pretty vulnerable to the like Nair reverse ASA stuff, but he'll like do it out and be tricky, so it's like not easy. But Nair, he has a hard time fighting Nair in reverse ASA. He doesn't have a hitbox on his up B, so if you stay above him, like position so the Nair kicks him out, you can a lot of the time catch him.
Worth noting
lot
that
of time
he
you
can
can
jump
have a-
after up B.
You can have like a fair through where he's up being. They can definitely do some stuff with the Metal Blade, so you want to be careful, like being in front, like being in lag in front of the direction they're like drifting. They can like Metal Blade into up tilt you.
Yeah, they have a lot of like mix up. They can like use Leaf Shield and then throw the Metal Blade and then grab you, but you can always spot dodge or roll. It's not a
Yeah,
true
it's not like a true block string. Yeah. They like to Z drop it on you, and they like to, and Dare is like plus on your shield, so be aware.
Yeah, it's silly,
I think that's
like-
the main part of Mega Man. Just like keep your shit together, and you're like in the spacing phase.
You can
don't
I
up
think
B.
back air is important to mention. You have to work around that move. It's frame 4, respectable, very respectable.
It's a good
range and
rising
powerful.
aerial. It's a bad falling aerial.
Mhm.
Is the way to think about it.
It can be used falling to confirm into stuff, but you could up B it.
You can up B all of their aerial to
it's-
step down air and all their grind
Yeah.
moves.
Well, and
Not Nair. Like,
yeah, it's not really.
It's too awkward to.
Well, they can just jump out.
Well, yeah, their
Mhm.
pellets are weird, but you could if they were there for the third hit, I suppose.
Okay, cool. This is one that I think pots are bad on. I think full hopping's really good for Link in this matchup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And Smashville and Smashville's fine. I think.
Special
being on a
FD
short state.
Towns.
I think
it's great.
he can sometimes edge guard you. The downer definitely like needs to be played around, but you like just are deceptive about like when you're gonna up B basically, like early or late.
Yeah, they
Like,
get one
it's
shot. It's like
they
frame
have to
30.
read.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a read.
They might also try to catch you with bear, but it's not different than any other move, or
Yeah.
not different than any other one trying to edge guard you.
Mm.
Again, they'll do
bomb
it,
recovery
like,
is
after
also
their
really
jump.
good.
Yeah,
You
it's
fly
pretty
through
good
the bear.
against him. He can get pretty
Okay.
good. Yeah. Oh, when he's off, yeah. It's like not awesome landing against him. He can like up air into you and stuff, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where to put it. I would say it's even.
I think it's even.
I think it's probably winning.
Interesting.
Well,
I
have
would
you
like
guys
to think
played
it's
Mega Mans?
winning, but like there's a very good Mega Man in my country. He's like super good. He's like super technical. He has always new tricks up his sleeve. He finds new ways to beat Nair, and finds it's crazy. But
Sure.
again, I played it on Wi-Fi a lot. I think I do way better offline. But
You can put him in even. It's fine.
I think it's even. For now.
So Wii Fit. So Wii Fit is really floaty and bad airspeed when she's not in her deep breathing form, and is really like her jumps are really
Really tall.
committal, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Really tall,
Susceptible
like
to
really
fair.
easy to up air. Her hitboxes are kind of awkward landing, I think. Like she needs to be like right up in your grill a lot of the time, and like, or like you need to be behind her. It's weird. Definitely don't. She's like Samus in that like you whiffing moves in front of her is how she generates hits.
Mhm.
Like you shouldn't be getting hit by Sun Salutation in volleyball, especially in neutral, and especially when the stupid Wii Fit's on ledge or like recovering.
Yeah,
Like,
the
that's,
planking.
That's inexcusable. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Like-
why I hate the Link matchup, because we can beat that pretty easily with Bomb.
Well, I think anyone can beat it
That's
pretty
right.
easily. I think that it's pretty
But it's like
confident.
free for Link,
Um,
and it's very rewarding.
Yeah, he can just nair it. He can, if he has a
Mhm.
boomerang out first. We talked about how like having a projectile out first stops them mashing projectiles, and boomerang definitely is that. They have a really hard time against boomerang.
Mm.
When they're like in advantage, a lot of the time they're forced to choose between charging their sun salutation and charging deep breathing, both of which are pretty good. So,
Mm.
the deep breathing, you just don't want to let them get their like powerful hits in. You need to play around bear, and you need to play around like smash attack and dash attack.
Yeah.
Usually.
I just
Are the
generally
main
won't
moves.
interact with a Wii Fit who has deep breathing.
But they're fast though, so
Well,
it's
they're
not like
yeah,
They're
they're fast
kinda
as hell.
fast.
But like it
Mm.
wears off. Like the pressure's on them to like come at you, kind of.
Mm.
yeah, they're approaching.
And you can pressure deep breathing and sun salutation like the same way you can pressure Samus, except she doesn't have good out of shield like Samus does. So you can like kind of get on top of her. You know, Samus has like 20 ways to beat like falling there. Wii has 0 really. So she doesn't want.
She
doesn't
has
want,
up
like,
smash.
charging
It's
neutral
like a
stuff.
super hard call out. It's like intangible.
Yeah, like she can't,
Mm.
but it's not good.
Not consistent. yeah.
Like
Up tilt is
you
also
know.
lingering, I see.
Oh, up
Yeah.
tilt's lingering and the arm's invincible, so it's actually a decent anti-air. So like,
But
It's
it's
not-
directly
she
above.
can't do-
Look at her
she
head.
can't- No, it's fine, but she can't do it out of shield.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
what I
was
was talking about.
sorry, I wasn't talking about you.
Mm.
I wouldn't let.
Yeah, she has plenty of ways to challenge your move, but even that is like a committal option. So if it misses, it's bad. So be aware of that.
Mm.
So if you're like coming at her horizontally, like with bear or something, and she up tilts, it's bad.
Oh yeah. Personally, I don't like
One
letting
interesting-
them land on my aerials, which are on my shield with the aerials. I think that's bad things. They got decent grounded frame data to mix up what they do after, and most of their moves are safe.
Yeah, like the neutral air to up tilt is kind of like a gimmick. You could just hold shield. They will usually up tilt or let them whiff or do a mistake afterwards.
You can
Very
you
rarely grab
you can
afterwards.
Like you can upbeat between those.
Yeah, like if you're precise, yeah, you can do it for sure. It's -4, I think, but they're floaties, so it's not easy to get. I just wanted to say about like the sun salutation. I think the half charge it beats boomerang, so you have to be a bit careful about that.
Yeah.
Kind of like charge shots, which you mentioned.
Yeah, you play around it pretty similar to charge shot.
Mm.
Like it bears respect, but she's not as good like punishing jumps like in the air as Samus is. So
Yeah,
you can definitely
Samus
like,
is way harder.
you can definitely get a little bit more like active against her. Like do press buttons first more. Like commit to stuff against Wii Fit.
Yeah.
She's pretty vulnerable to like offstage stuff. Like you just wait until they like press a button and then like reverse SA or like jump and hit them.
Yeah.
Like they're really floaty. They can't fight you away with the aerials, and their B moves aren't good at hitting people off stage too.
Yeah. How do you feel about stages? Last.
Again, this is another one. Like I think characters with good projectiles, Link doesn't like playing against on plats. I think he likes to be able to full hop.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you would maybe like to have plats to get around the sun salutation or something, but
I
don't think it's a huge.
I don't think. I think you can. Your shielding's usually how you get it. Shielding.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
Seems
think
fun.
plats are the shelter from projectiles people think they are.
Yeah. I would maybe like just to get down on a diagonal if they have like a straight moving projectile.
Yeah, I
Could
think
be.
like PS2 is fine.
Mm.
Like, but I think like triplats is a little tight for wanting to play around like.
I think Town is perfect.
Town's
Kind
I
of
think
like
Town
Chaper and
is a
Killer
good
early.
stage. I think Town's a good stage. I think
Probably Smashville too.
I think PS2 is fine. I think Smashville's fine.
Are we taking recommendations?
We're
kind of
I
late.
think
Taking
Hollow
Rex?
is fine.
Recommendations.
Okay, cool. I think we win.
Yeah, I think so too. I played a couple.
Okay, Rosa. There
Or should
are-
there's was a mention of taking our request. Should we take it or should we
What request is it?
save? Isohel wants to know. I don't know what character. We've already done Crom. If you want to know about Crom.
Just in
Gotta
case
let
you
us
want to
know now,
crom.
though.
Hmm. I think we did it in the first one or the second one. I don't
Crom
remember.
was in the second one.
Yeah. It was
Is
like-
that
Crom,
what it
wasn't
was?
It probably was. Or Min Min. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I don't know.
We
Crom or
already
Min
did
Was
Min.
it Min Min?
everyone in Brawl
Perhaps.
Melee in 64. Pika, we already did. Bayo, we did not do.
Bayo.
Yeah, we did Pika the first one. Bayo, we haven't
Ba-
done yet. We'll do Bayo next time.
Yeah, but okay.
Bayo's gonna take a long time to talk about, I feel like, and
Yeah, it's a weird matchup.
we should do it next time. Yeah,
We're
it's
a bit
unusual.
overdue already.
So we're a little
yeah.
late for it.
So we'll talk about Rosa though, and I think Rosa's also tricky. So for Rosa, you definitely want to pay attention to if they're playing tethered or not. You play super different then, because Rosa tether, like Rosa with Luma on her is really good hitboxes and can come to like challenge you, and with bad hitboxes, but is bad hitboxes if they're separated or when Luma's not there. Also, her shield doesn't protect Luma anymore, so she's actually really soft to projectiles now. Bomb particularly. If she pulls in the bomb, you can just blow it up, just like on reaction.
I think Boomerang hits Luma too.
Boomerang, yeah.
Anything
She can jump it or down B it, but yeah, Boomerang definitely hits her. It can pop her. And it does, and they get sent further the more hurt they are. And like, even like F tilting her shield's really good because it kills Luma like immediately.
Forward air 2.
So when she's got a detached Luma in the middle, it's basically really good at poking. So you have a couple options about whether you want to try to jump Luma and like fight her, or whether to try to bat Luma away. That said, if she turns around, it's really awkward for her Luma. Like if she tries to dash back when you jump over, her Luma wants to be on the other side of her, like it wants to be in front of her again. So it'll get mixed up and it will be hard for her to control. So it's harder for her to like dash back and her to whiff punish you. She'll definitely try to like come down on you with aerials. Like she'll like, if you jump in, she'll do like a short hop in the air. You definitely want to be careful around down tilt. She can like ping pong you. And if you aren't teching, she'll like get horrible stuff. But she can like jab block you, send you back, jab block you again, like up smash you. It's bad.
Yeah, her up smash is really good in a matchup, I think.
Her up smash, yeah, it's
decent at least.
She can't punish. Yeah, it's okay. It's like a call out.
They also have Luma dash techs and Rosa grabs now.
Yeah, that is a thing. But you want to beat her dashing at you by like jumping it.
Yeah. So sitting there and shielding, not amazing.
She's super floaty. Like you beat her by doing other floaty, like beating other floaties. You don't want her landing aerials on your shield. She'll like lunar land on you and stuff. Especially with Luma.
She's also, as a big floaty, I find her easy to forward air when she's jumping around.
Yeah, she's even forward air is really good in general, even when you're not not air to air. You can like poke her shield with it. You can like jump over Luma and swing it at her. She like can't hit it really.
It's rising, doesn't it? I think it does. If she's standing.
Yeah, you'll hit her for sure. Her up B is like reverse ASAable, but it's easy for her to go high. So like, don't necessarily commit really early, and be ready to like react, and fake it, like you're going down, and then go back up, and you'll catch them sometimes.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
She's pretty good at edge guarding, actually. She can just wait a long time, and she has some active hitboxes, and she can spike you, and Luma has a lot of knockback. So definitely, like, up being unpredictably and bomb recovering are good. She can steal your bomb, so definitely be careful.
Yeah.
That's always pretty uncomfortable.
But like while you're bomb recovering, you mean? Or like in general?
If she jumps out after you, she can take it.
Oh yeah, neutral B, yeah.
Like if you're bomb recovering, she'll take it. Yeah.
Or is it down B? Okay. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
She has to be like kind of close to you, but yeah, If she like throws you off and then jumps out after you, she'll get it.
Okay, I see.
Or she'll like, and the thing is, it'll like move it to the front of you.
Okay.
Like so,
Then
even
you
if
die.
Yeah,
like
that makes sense.
even like the first frame it's active, it'll like move it to the front of you and you'll die. Yeah,
Oh, okay, that sucks.
because it's like pulls into her. Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
What
as
about
bad
stages?
As, like, Ness and Lucas. You want this one's another not wanting Platts one, I think.
I agree. She has too much trouble landing on Boomerang and such. That
She has huge problems landing on Boomerang, and you juggle her pretty hard. And jumping over Luma, I think, is like an important resource to have available. And she sharks really well.
Yeah.
She has like a lot of multi hits, and like Luma hits you at weird times, and she can like tomahawk you really well. She can like lunar land tomahawk grab you, and you're like stuck and can't do anything. It's like true.
How does Rosa like to kill you in neutral? I don't remember.
So different Rosas play different ways. Like they played varying amounts of detethered. So naturally the ways they'll kill you are different. They're really hyper since they can bury you and kill you. They can get you into all sorts of tech chase situations where they can kill you, especially if they're detethered. And reading with up smash, or if Luma's with them, in particular forward smash.
Yeah, that's strong.
Yeah, you definitely want to play around smash attacks when Luma's with them at high percent. They kill soon, and they have good hitboxes.
Oh, another question I have, because I don't remember. Do Luma's attacks have normal priority, or are they like projectile priority?
I'm trying to. It's been a while since my buddies played.
I think you can clank with them, but
I feel like they're projectile priority. I feel like I've had interactions that suggest that, but I can't confirm it.
I'm very sure it's not like in Smash 4 where you would just lose on the ledge.
Because if they're projectile priority, that means we can just like nair some of the attacks too. Starbits are
Starbits are transcendent. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I care more.
Starbits are projectiles. I think the rest are normal though. I want to say.
I thought they were projectile priority.
I think even like the launch, the neutral B might be normal.
I don't know.
Like I think Luma just like might be a character.
We'll have to test that, because that's definitely something that is important, whether we can just nair through things or not.
Yeah.
So be aware of how like Luma's positioning is in relation to Rosa's, because how they like separate them with neutral B, and they want to be that much in front of Rosa from now on. That's like how the Luma AI works. And nowadays they like turn around if you're next to them to do moves. Like if you're like if you're on the inside of Luma and Rosa jabs, Luma will turn around and jab you. So be aware they like are not total idiots. They'll like swing at you if you're in their like zone.
How about the ledge trap to wrap it up?
Rosa's the jab one?
Yeah, they have like a jab one.
So the jab one that they like drop Luma, that one you just want to avoid. It's not really, it's more of an edge guard than a ledge trap. If Luma hits you, you're probably dead.
And if Luma's on stage,
if they're doing it on ledge, you can jab it, or not jab it. Like get up, attack it. You can fair it, like you can like hop back, fair it, and grab ledge again real quick.
Okay.
It's awkward for them to set up in such a way that Rosa's not doing anything.
I was seeing the bust like make people get up attack and then grabbing them. But I don't know how consistent
that's gonna be
is.
the trick. But I would like swat at Luma with fair. That's how I do. And then re-grab ledge. Or like jump on, depending on the spacing. You don't want to normally get up into it. If the spacing's not right, jump it. It'll take them a while to set that up. Like,
okay.
I'm pretty sure that it doesn't take him like a second to do. He has to like jump into it or something.
If you re-grab, can they like kill you for it? Can I like down smash you and kill you? I don't know how strong that is.
Like Luma,
down air.
It kind of floaty. Yeah, but down air, I don't know how much time it takes.
Their down air, the down air has range is the thing, so like they don't have to get all the way down.
Well, they
It's
have
kinda
to be in
powerful.
your. They have to be in your.
Yeah, they have to jump across.
Like they have to be on you. They have to be. Yeah.
Mm.
I would imagine they can't. My
Yeah.
phone certainly isn't capable of doing that.
Probably something you can react to at the very least.
Are Fallen
uh,
playing still?
Down smash
Is he
looks
playing
pretty in
Robin?
line with the ledge.
If Fallen? Oh well, Fallen plays a little bit of both, but he mostly plays Robin.
Okay.
I think I played against his Rosa a couple times in friendlies, and it was like he lost, and he's like, "No, I don't want to do this." I want to note how hypocritical Fallen is, because he's like, "Oh, in Smash 4, I'm the gimmick puppet queen. I do all the like Luma desync stuff," and now Rosa's worse, but you can do way more desync stuff. Like you can do way more like gimmick puppet queen stuff, and he's like, "No, I'm out." Later, Rosa.
Yeah. It wasn't about that.
No, it was about Luma hitting you
Was
when
the
you
up air,
grab
dude.
him when he walks around, doing like waiting for you to like grab him. That's what he was really interested in.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah, it was like we had a top player like AWP. He used to play like Diddy Kong in Smash 4. Like when the forward air and the banana wasn't as oppressive in the same way, it wasn't an option anymore to play him in the ultimate.
Oh, is he no longer a top player?
Oh yes, he played Wario and Richter instead.
Oh,
It's that guy. Yeah,
it's that kind of guy.
yeah, you know who it is. You've seen the VODs. You've seen me
your
get wafted at
nemesis?
0.
I have
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
wafted.
Yeah, you've seen. Yeah, of course. Who
I'm
hasn't?
glad like I win most of my tournaments, so you guys can't make fun of me.
I win when he's not present. Like
Oh,
that's the thing. One guy.
okay. I feel like we should call it. We should hurry it up on the next ones. We've been lollygagging.
Yeah, we've been a bit
We're like,
too thorough.
what stage do you think he should be for like half an hour? Like, I
Yeah,
actually think this
we
stage
should
might
like
be
maybe
better.
have a Jama. What you should make? You should make like a clock.
Jama, you're the new timer guy. Yeah, you need to
make like a
you
clock
should time it.
in the OBS, so
Yeah, like
you're
10
not
minutes.
allowed to speak more than 10 minutes
Yeah.
or something.
Hey, do
Yeah,
we agree
like-
Rosa's winning? Right? We agree on that?
Rosa.
I can't
Yeah,
really
so,
tell.
I
but
think
I'll
it's.
say
I think
win.
it's like
I
if you
think-
know the matchup, I think Link beats.
I
Rosa.
think we slap Luma away way too easily.
Well, who's the best Rosa you played?
Oh, I haven't
they
played that
protected
many
Luma.
Rosas. It just
Oh, yeah,
feels
like-
like it.
like-
But
Yeah, like you slap bad Rosa Lumas away easily. Like, yeah, of course.
yeah, but like we can accidentally do it. I don't know. If you think different,
Yeah, we
then you
can
can
accidentally-
argue for that, and I probably won't argue that much back. 'Cause
Well, I
don't
think
care.
I think every character can slap Luma away easily. Like, I think that's not a Link thing.
But I think
But
Link is pretty good at it.
It makes. I think
Just
every
with his
character's
normal
good at it.
game
Every
plan.
character that hits shield
Hmm.
is good at it. Like I'm sure like all the Fire Emblem characters are great at it. Like, but it makes
probably.
certain options better. Like F tilting Rosalina's shield is way better than F tilting like Joe Schmo's shield
Mhm.
because it kills Luma and she like can't really punish that range. It's just like generally awkward. Like, and her coming down on you when she has Luma is like horrible, but her coming down on you when she doesn't have Luma like isn't that good.
Hmm.
Like she's floaty, it's committal. Like a lot of the time you like air to air her or like get under her or punish her landing and stuff.
Hmm. Cool.
Okay, cool. I think we should call it.
Yeah, probably a good place. We will start on the rest of the Brawl characters and probably Bayo, because he's a hell ass.
Well, we're done with Brawl.
Brawl character. We're done with Brawl.
Oh, we're done
Smash
with
4, I
Brawl.
mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're
They've
a
done
lot.
some-
Hopefully, we're gonna
We've done
finish
like
Smash
Prom
4
and
then do
Isabel.
ult.
It's not too bad. We could probably,
Eh,
if we're fast
probably-
next
we
time,
might be
we
able to
might
finish
be able
Smash
to.
4.
there are a
do
lot
well.
of Brawl characters, or there are a lot of Smash 4 characters. I don't know. I mean,
Eh,
Little
I-
Mac should take 2 seconds, but
I don't think so. I think he's a hard matchup to play. Like, I don't think it's trivial.
Yeah, there's some like traps you can fall into,
Like,
that's fair.
but
I've almost lost to Little Mac more than I've almost lost to most characters.
that's interesting. We got to hear about that next episode.
Okay.
All right.
Later.
Cool. A raid? We're gonna raid someone.
Am I gonna rate? I don't know how to rate someone. It's not
I don't
something
know.
I haven't figured out a lot of things yet.
Yeah, you have to do some homework. You have to make like that timer thing, so we don't get carried away and people
Yeah.
can see how
What's
close
our timer
we
gonna
are
be?
to moving on. I think it's
Like
good. It's pretty
10?
easy to do, so I can look it
Like-
up for you if you're
No.
lost.
But like, how long? What for raids or for timer? Timers.
Oh, just for like keeping track of the schedule,
But
so we
like,
don't
how
talk
long
about
do we?
like.
Well, I suppose we can talk about next time how long we want to do.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 10 minutes is probably like great. We
Okay.
can get through what we need to get through.
Y'all
Cool.
have
All right.
a good night.
See you, man. See ya.